Well,
Okay. We are live. Got to make sure Scott knows.
Thank you.
This is episode 14 of Blerd Talk. This is very 14, y'all. We done pretty good. I'm proud of us. We have a special guest on the show today, and I'm gonna let our special guest tell you about her and what she has done and everything. So please take the floor, please.
thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Chanel. You can follow me at Chanel Creating across the socials. I do a couple things. Like I started in improv. I do podcasting. I do writing. I write. And I also like blurred stuff. So I'm super excited to be on Discord with the guys today. And yeah, like I said, you can follow me. I do have some podcasts coming up. And so the best way to learn about those are going to be following me on Twitter at Chanel Creating or Instagram at Chanel Creating. I'm also getting my YouTube back together. But I have a podcast coming out where I recap Flavor of Love season 1, and it's a lot of fun. It's going to be called Baby Babe. So that's something to look out for.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
that.
It's lit.
that.
Classic.
Before
It's a classic.
before we
It's a
get in,
classic.
I wanted to tell somebody. I have one of my followers. Her name is Renegade M. Green, and she collects Funkos, and she does a good Funko podcast that y'all should watch. In fact, Renegade, I just want to let you know, I'm coming for you. I'm going to put her podcast. In fact, Chanel's going to give me her information. I'm going to put it in the link in the description so everybody know. Renegade, my Funko game is coming up. So I got some Funkos that I want you to see. I want you to get your honest opinion about them. So I got them coming. But y'all got to watch her or listen to her podcast right now. And she's working on the video side, but it's a good podcast. She gives us some good info about some Funkos, like some exclusive ones, and even some Funko vocabulary that I learned this week. So that was pretty amazing. So everybody, how's everybody doing? Everybody looks good. Everybody looks amazing.
How you doing?
I had a tough week.
Are you okay, buddy? Are you okay?
Yeah, man got props. He brought a tissue.
Oh no, I don't know if y'all. I know we're not gonna talk about. I don't know if y'all saw Flash, but my man Nash Wells is gone. So
Oh God, don't bring it up. Don't bring up Nash, bro. Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Man.
The Council of Wales.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, we so that's our first thing we're gonna talk about. Okay, Jay came with the props and everything. Okay, so
I just wait. I just want. That was just a shout out to Wells.
That was
man.
you know
just
what?
a
But here's the
shout-out.
thing.
Man.
This is the actor Tom Cavanaugh. He is like a mainstay on the show. You know
Yes.
he's not gonna.
Be
He's
gone.
coming back in
Exactly.
some way.
Yes.
You know what? And you know what's gonna be funny? And I didn't even read or see anything.
Had to
but
tell everybody that.
he's absorbed into his life force was used to power the artificial speed force, right?
Yes.
So how much you want to bet that he's gonna, like Barry's mom used to show up in the form of the speed force. It's gonna be now Harry
That's what
or
I
some
said.
version of Wells.
That's
Like
what I said it was gonna
that's
be.
how they gotta keep him around.
Yep, I said it was gonna be that.
Gotta let me cry that out though, man. I'm watching. I'm not
Still gotta
binging it now.
process.
But you want to know what's funny, Jay? It's funny you say that because I find it out of all the people that have been on the Flash, Wells is probably one of the. I love his character. I love the different characters that he plays.
Every character, and he shows his range as an actor.
Yes, he really does.
The whole season where he was Sherlock and
Yep.
just stay with their
No,
French
no, no,
accent.
Sherlock. You said it wrong. You gotta get it.
Sherlock Wells.
Y'all see your boy. Your boy is. I was looking for him too. I thought maybe he was going. Your boy who got fired from saying all the. All the racist things.
No, Ralph.
Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph is on the run.
Yeah.
But he ain't coming back. You know what? If they do bring him back, he's gonna be like a fugitive or something. And
They had to write him out.
Yeah, so apparently, I don't know why. Before he got cast, they didn't check his Twitter, but his Instagram or Twitter, he said some pretty off the wall things. Like he said some pretty off the wall things, and they had to let him go.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, very
Too bad for the
unfortunate.
racists.
misogynistic. Yeah, he said some stuff.
In fact, while we're on the fact of people getting kicked from shows, your man T.I.
Okay.
your
Hold
man.
on, we just made that transition quick.
Wait, you gotta be on your toes, Scott. You gotta be on your toes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I don't think T.I. was a real. I mean, I
big
his
part of
character.
Ant-Man.
Yeah,
No, go ahead,
yeah.
say it. He wasn't.
I liked his character. I mean, but his go ahead, Jay. I mean, I didn't think he was that
he-
important.
Was he even in the last one? I don't even remember him in the last one.
He was in the last. He was in the second one. But Michael
Last one.
Pena is like the most notable secondary character
Exactly.
of Ant-Man.
Exactly.
Other than so.
And she said yes.
Yeah, this is why I'm like, some of these topics I'm coming in as a rookie because, like with the Flash, my ex used to watch the Flash, and he got that show in the breakup, so I stopped watching that.
Yeah.
And then Ant-Man, you know, is what it is. I'm not triggered. It's okay. And then so I let it go. And then Ant-Man, I didn't take seriously until like, dang, what's the last Avengers called?
Endgame.
Endgame. Yes, I didn't take it seriously until Endgame. Like I literally was like, I'm sure I can ignore this one franchise, but it ended up being critical in some way. So anyway, I will go back and recap, but I'm sure that T.I. is replaceable the same way that my guy Terrence Howard was. So the franchise would be.
Terrence Howard was not replaceable. He should not have been replaced.
You damn right.
She coming in with the blows.
No, she came in.
No, what I meant, all I literally meant was the fact that he has replaced equals replace both. That's all I meant.
I knew what you meant. That's what I was about to say. He should not have been replaced, but I know what you meant.
The way she slid it
He
in
wasn't
there,
saying Don Cheadle better.
I need to catch up on the show because I'm stepping on landmines. My bad.
Man, that was funny. I just love the way you slid it in there, Chanel, because I was like,
you
wait,
good?
Yeah, you good. We ain't good. That was pretty good. That was good.
Appreciate it.
Man, so like you said, Scott, I'm kind of with you. I didn't think he was like like Chanel said, he's replaceable. That's he's replaceable and
Super.
Yeah.
You know, so
it was. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I'm sorry. No, I was just gonna say the only way you become unreplaceable is if you get powers. Like if you're just a side character, you know what I mean? It's like if you're a side character, you're a cameo at that point.
Yeah,
and also, I think that like obviously we don't know the details, but I think the stuff I'm hearing about what he did is like it sounds very believable.
It does.
And so I think he's got to go. He's got to go.
I was just reading up on that man T.I. and Tiny were.
They
were doing some. they were man. They was on.
Wait, I want to tie in something I'm sure you guys are unaware of. Oh, this is great. This is what I came here for. So, I'm a Bravo stan. And on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, there was a season. Have you guys ever seen an episode?
Yes.
What? Real Housewives?
Real Housewives of Atlanta?
No. I saw a Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't know why they.
Well, like Frank.
Okay. Well, this is our crossover episode. Yes. Well, anyway, so there was a season where there was two best friends who like had a really bad breakup because they like been friends for like years on the show, and one of them is a member of Escape. Well, Candy Burris is not like secret, and so she was friends with another friend who started a rumor, and so basically told a third housewife that Candy, so Candy and her husband are also like very like sex positive, so they have shows about sex, and then they also like start hosting dungeon parties. Yeah, so they like Candy is investing in the sex toy line. Whatever. So the friend, the scorned friend went to a third housewife and told her, I heard that Candy and Todd want to drug you and sexually assault you. And then the third housewife started saying, Candy, I can't believe you would do this. Like, well, I heard you were plotting on me. And Candy was like, what the fuck? Like, why would I ever do that? And so now the internet is like, it was another member of Escape. It wasn't necessarily, but Candy got, like, there was this big thing where the housewife who lied now was, like, off the show, like, banished. And it was just this crazy thing. And so for me, it was very believable because in my universe, I already had heard that there was, like, somebody in Atlanta who, with their spouse, was doing all this kind of stuff. So anyway, that's why I'm already, like, locking up.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Very believable.
People just can't. They just can't. Like, why?
I'm sorry.
Come on, tipster.
No, you good.
No cuss. Can I cuss?
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
There's no kids watching this show.
That's all I have to say.
There's no kids watching this show.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Next bit of news for all my anime heads. Hellsing is getting a movie adaptation, and it's made by the writer of John Wick. Now I have seen both Hellsings. I think they're great, animes. Should it be a movie adaptation? I don't know how that's gonna work out. I don't know how to work out. Jason, you're an anime head. What you think? I for one just think that movie adaptations for animes just 9 times out of 10 don't work out.
9 times out of 10, that is mathematically wrong. 12 times out of 10, it never works. Ever. John Wick writer being attached to it gives it a semblance of hope. Mm-hmm. But wouldn't it kind of still be kind of with the John Wick vibe? Because that's, Hellsing is kind of along those lines. Interesting to see. I'll keep my eye out, but my expectation meter's on a -3, maybe 5.
Same.
It just
negative.
don't. Because, and I think I'm not. It's just either A. And if I remember correctly, this dude actually rocks with Hellsing. So this is coming off to him as a passion project. I'm assuming, because a lot of writers say what they're doing is passion projects. I'm sure the dude who wrote Green Lantern thought that was a passion project.
No.
So
he was playing in the park one day. Just like, you know what? Playing with the pigeons.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Ew. I have no idea about Green Lantern, but I'll write the movie. But so I'll hold my breath, but it's just, I don't know if it's Hollywood. I'm going to blame Hollywood. It's just like, it's a certain rule book or unwritten thing, at least right now, where it's only so much you can say, do, or kind of talk about when it comes to movies right now. That's why I feel like there's so many superheroes, so many remakes, so many stuff taken from books, and even with all that being adapted, there are certain things that get dumbed down for whatever reason it is, and I don't know because I'm not in Hollywood, but it's hard for an anime to reach that level when you got that ceiling over your head. So
it's definitely a different time, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna bring this up because I remember a time when nobody would have watched Lovecraft Country, nobody would have watched Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. Like times have just changed, but back in the day, I mean, Scott, I know you, but in high school, I definitely feel like out of all of our Clippers, all of Ox Hill, you and I, and probably 2 other people, are the only ones that watch Smallville. Swear to God.
When we brought, I got that feeling when we brought it up in physics class. Yeah.
Hey, what Mr. Raheem say when we brought up Smallville?
He was looking like us like we had 3 heads. And
doesn't it upset y'all that like all the nerd shit that like used to just be yours is now like mainstream?
You know what? It doesn't upset me. It doesn't upset me. If anything,
it upsets the hell out of me.
For real, I think it brings up great debates. I think it brings up great debates.
I mean, and I Josh, to that, I think you say it sets up great debates because of what Jason said, because we got people that's like, oh, you ain't know? Man, I've been on that since last year.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I've been on Smallville since 2001 when it debuted.
Exactly.
Oh, but did you know that episode? Yes, I saw it when it originally aired.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a debate with you.
Yeah. I was there for it. I was there for all of that.
Did you know that the famous Jet Jackson? Yes, I know he was.
The famous Jet Jackson was in Smallville.
Oh, rest in peace, Lee Thompson Young.
Rest in peace, Lee Thompson Young. Rest in peace.
That was bang. Okay.
Hey, you know what's funny? It was because when he was in that episode, I never forget, because back then, I hate to say back then, but there was, in fact, if I'm being honest, the only social media I think was around was like MySpace.
Yeah.
And nobody was checking their phones on the damn MySpace because we had the blue bloop, you know?
The
blue bloop. Oh, next tails.
I wasn't old enough, and I wanted nothing more than a 2-way and somebody else to 2-way.
No, Chanel.
Like,
man.
No.
I needed it.
Jason is the main reason everybody in the squad had a Nextel, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why.
The little the walkie-talkie bloop bloop thing.
Jason had a girl that loved him in Springfield Mall. She hooked all of us up with the bloops. She hooked us all up with the
What a
bloop.
time.
Man, she hooked us up. Like, and all we had to have was like $25. That's all we had to have. And she gave us, man, she was the plug. She was the plug. I hope
she's doing well.
I hope she's doing well. She
I hope she is too.
She was the plug.
Y'all just made me think of one other thing. Speaking of technology, I used to have dreams praying that I would wake up and God would materialize whatever little thing Xenon used to have. I don't know if y'all remember Xenon Girl of 21st Century, but she had like she had the ultimate tablet, and I used to be like, God, why can't I have that technology? Like, I need the thing that makes the sun go down or whatever she's doing.
Zoom, zoom,
Xenon,
make my heart go boom, boom, my super.
Yeah, I needed that.
Oh, yes, sir. I remember that. I remember Xenon. Girl of the 21st century. Hey,
what?
You had to be there for the Disney original movie. You had to be there. Had to be there. That was a great show. That was a great show. Oh my God, that was a great show, man. Xenon was the business. Xenon. And you know what? I always remember that when she first got to the Earth, she caught a cold, and then she was like, "What the hell is this?" And she was like, "A cold? Why do I have it?" And she was like, "You're not in space anymore. You're here." And she's like, "Oh shit." That show was great.
Like, you need me back up.
She's like, "Man, hold on, we gotta get back up into space." Now, Scott, I know you are slipping on your pimping because you were supposed to be watching one of the best shows that's out right now, Superman and Lois.
I was supposed to. I had a lot of shit this past week, but you know it's cool. But you can still discuss it. But hold up, but before we get into Superman and Lois, I know that's what you were referring to. You know, even though he brought a prop, we kind of glossed over the Flash and the season premiere. What was everyone's thoughts on it? Other than you know, Wells died, and you know what? Since I brought it back, I'm gonna start.
Okay.
First off, it didn't feel like a season premiere. It felt like a continuation of last season because it ended abruptly.
And you already knew that, but I'm gonna
let you finish.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish before I get into
I knew that. I knew that. Oh, like, I can't state stuff that I already know.
No.
I can't say what was what.
Okay.
God, what's wrong with you?
Look. Continue, Scott. Continue.
My bad.
I just I didn't like it too much as a premiere, but you know, it is what it is. It was I had like I forgot who said it, but dealing with the B team, you know, no Cisco, you know, dealing with just all the side characters. You know, it was interesting. It wasn't really much story. I still don't like the villain, and the big reveal that she's actually the copy.
Yeah,
wasn't like huge to me. You know, so hopefully there's another big bad. You know, like they did last year. They did Blood Work, which I still don't know why they tried to make that work in a CW show. Blood Work, yeah. He would manipulate the dude that can manipulate blood and make zombies. I don't know why they would do that for a CW show.
I'll let you finish and I'll get into that.
And then the whole Mirror Master, the only thing I really liked about it was they tied up a loose end where Scudder, where they went back and said, "Oh, he was my first," and because he appeared in one of the first few seasons, and then when they said they're introducing Mirror Master, I was like, hold up, they did it already. But he was the original or her first or whatever. So I appreciated they kind of closed that gap. And I say the whole thing with continuity because, you know, we rewatching season 5 and that's just full of plot holes and just shit. You know, no time rates going after the daughter that's been going back and forth, fucking up shit. Oh, you know what? There's a lot with season 5 and season 6. Season 6, I just want to punch a wall. All right. With that being said, y'all can go.
So Chanel, do you know? I'm pretty sure you know about the Flash, but have you seen the show?
Definitely the early seasons.
Okay.
I'm lost on the new characters. All I liked was that Barry liked the black girl. That was good for me, but everything else I'm lost on.
As you
should. Okay. I'm okay with that.
No, I'm good with Iris being black.
Everybody's good with Iris being black, you know. And actually, I think that's one of the strongest points about the show. I think their love is like a good, you know, strong point for the show. But to agree with you. I knew that this opening it was gonna be ass. I just knew it. And let me tell you why.
Continuation, yeah.
Right, and because literally it was a gap. It wasn't even like it was a season premiere. It was a gap because of the whole COVID thing going on. So it's not even like it was like a real season premiere. Okay. I understand they had to do that for safety reasons and concerns with COVID. I'm absolutely fine with that. I definitely think this was a filler episode. I thought that maybe them trying to recreate the Speed Force was going to have a little bit more time. Right. They did it in one episode. I just knew it wasn't gonna be good. I don't expect the first two. In fact, I think
2 or 3 episodes.
2 to 3. I don't think they're gonna be good. And when I say good, I just mean not up to Flash's already high standard. You know, I just think they're well, not high standard, but
kind of to an standard.
Is it still on the CW?
Yes, it's still on the CW. Yeah.
CW standards, yeah.
Exactly.
CW has
CW standards, exactly.
Yeah.
Standards.
CWCU,
Not
man.
too low.
The CWCU. CWCU.
I just know that it's not going to be that, but that's fine. Like I'm expecting. I don't have high hopes that the first, because like you say, we're just coming back, you know. So it's okay. And you said the main point. The villain this season is really not
Mirror Master.
Mirror Master's not.
Wasn't.
Right.
I don't feel anything towards that. I don't. Now, I don't know who else they could bring back. Of course, they can bring back, Eobard Thawne, but I think they're gonna have the Mirror Master thing run its course and then.
But I have said it on this show before. The Flash doesn't need to come back. At this point, the Flash doesn't need to come back. Like, to be perfectly honest with you, they should have ended the Flash after the Crisis Infinite thing. They should have ended the Flash.
The show to be over, Scott.
Oh, he wants to do. Oh, that's what he meant.
The show needs to be over at this point. Like, because all the good villains in the Flash's
Rogue,
right? Like Rogue thing is, you didn't hit them all. Captain Cold, Grodd, Reverse Flash. You didn't hit really all of the good ones. Like, so that's why I think you always start with you work your way up to the strong villains.
You start with the shitty ones.
You start with the shitty ones.
Or like Smallville, take out Smallville. Get the freak of the week type ones, that just like random.
Random people, right? That's why Smallville didn't give you all their big ones until like when it started to get like after when Supergirl got there, Kara got there, they started pulling out, they had the fake Doomsday, they had Brainiac, they had Zod, they got all that near the end, even though it was too late by then. it was too late. But the Flash's Rogue Gallery has been hit already, so it's really, after this, they just need to take a rest. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not saying that it should be over, but I'm not sure where it can go. Like I said, we watching the Cicada season. Cicada and his daughter.
Yeah, that one was.
That's enough to make you pull your hair out.
Yeah, that one was pretty bad. That one's pretty bad.
What season are they on? It has to be.
It's like 7.
This is season 7.
Yeah, this is 7.
Yeah, maybe they really just wanted to get into syndication, and now they're like, look, y'all, go into the catalog, go into the archive, like.
And all the good shows.
That's what Arrow did. They just started grasping for shit. It was like just shit that didn't even make sense. I'm hoping that Flash doesn't do that.
But Flash does. But see, I say it all the time. CW chooses what they want to put their good content into. Like Black Lightning was a chance for them to take not a well-known character, a hero in the DC universe, and really make people like him. They really had that, and they blew it.
What they do with Black Lightning? Wait, what happened?
To me, Black Lightning, especially when you read a lot of the comic books he's in, Black Lightning could have been done 10 times better. And I don't even say it for Black Lightning too. Batwoman too. They don't put enough time into Batwoman. Like if you watch The Flash, you watch Arrow, then you go watch Black Lightning and Batwoman. It's like watered down. Right. It's a complete. You can tell from the visual effects. Like I'll sit back sometimes.
The dialogue.
The dialogue is so cheesy in Black Lightning and Batwoman, but that's because they're not taking the necessary time they put in Arrow and Flash to make something real good. Batwoman and Black Lightning are two heroes that can literally they had the perfect place to start because not a lot of people know their background, everything like that. It's the perfect place to start. But the CW just kind of trashed that. They kind of trashed that. And now if you was to go back and tell somebody, Jay, we told Jay to go back and watch Black Knight, and Jay was kind of like,
Jay, go ahead and watch it. Black Lightning. Yeah.
But isn't the writing decent or no? Like
I like the family side of it. I like the dynamic of him being a father who's superheroes with the daughters having powers, with his moms going through everything. I like that part of it. I do. I admitted that. I like that. I don't have no problem with the acting, the cast, none of it. It's the superhero side part of it.
Okay.
Yes.
It gets a little bit like.
Yeah. And Batwoman is, if you literally watch Batwoman, it's sometimes it's cringy. It's cringy watching. It's like the dialogue in it, they'll look at each other. It's like, they'll be like this. They're calling me. You'll be like, wait, what? Wait, what? It's so cringy to watch sometimes. And Lucius Fox's son is in there, and it's a good thing to write for him. It's a good thing to write for him. You know,
he's a good character on there. Character. Like he brings personality and charisma, but it's like everybody around him is just
right. And I just say, you can watch if you was to like take all my DC nerd out or any nerd out, put them both side by side, and I didn't know anything about. I could tell which one they take more time to do.
It's just not a great show.
It's not a great show. Okay. So, yeah,
that sucks.
Hey, Jason, I know you a Flash fan, and I'm not gonna say I'm not a Flash fan. Y'all just know where I stand.
You just ready for it to be over.
I'm just ready for it to be over.
What up? Yeah, you know it. Just you keep sucking on that Superman Lois.
Here we go.
All right, go ahead, Jay. Jay, go ahead.
My review's gonna be a bit biased because I had read some not unfortunate news, but I stumbled upon news I didn't want to see. So I already knew that this was gonna be not really a spoiler, but like how they about to wrap up this season now and go into the next season of the show.
Yep, I can't
wait.
Yep,
I don't care. So even though this episode
I don't really care for Eva.
I didn't really embrace it. It wasn't a good episode, but I knew it wouldn't be. And it was like, and when I read like literally the day before, they're like, "Oh, we about to wrap this season up. We're gonna finish it up, and then we're gonna go into the next season." And that to me said, if it wasn't for COVID, we would have had more of this. But because of COVID, they're like, "All right, we're gonna wrap it up. We're going to the next season." So it's going to be the end of this going in the next season, back to back, basically. Season 6 on Wednesday, season 7 next week. So that's how they're gonna do it. So it's like, wrap it up, B. And this is the last season for me. I think this is it. I think this next season, whatever it's gonna be, that's it. I'm done.
You know the gas is empty for season 8.
Yeah, the gas is empty. There should be nothing left.
You know, the only thing that I can think is happening is they bring back full-time Reverse Flash. Hey. You know what? Okay.
See,
how many seasons Arrow had?
8.
Well, no, it did.
It had 8 series. 8 series. 8 seasons. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me ask
you this. All those
man biting his bottom lip so hard.
Let me ask you this. Out of those 8 seasons, how many times was he on the island?
He was on the island, or they had a scene with him on the island every season. Come on, you know this. Come on, man.
Was it 4?
Every season he was on the island at some point.
They got to revert back to the island at some point.
Okay. You know what? No, I don't know why you brought up Arrow, but it was ridiculous where he finally got off the island and then he chose to go back because he wasn't ready. That was stupid. But
hey, the truth, what it do? And Chanel, is this you? Are you Black Chanel on Twitch? Is this you? Yay! You found out. Yay! Look, here you go. Look, Chanel. Don't forget the YouTube channel too.
Support Black creators, support Black nerds.
Right, we support each other. Scott, so is that your Flash? Are you good with the Flash? You got your Flash? You had to get your Flash stuff out. You good? Or you need to run back to the Speed Force too? You need to run back to the
you an asshole.
Run back to the Speed Force too.
Nah, I'm good. Look, I mean, I wanted to speak on it a little bit more just because one, I actually saw it.
You know you good.
And two, you know, I still haven't caught up on the Superman and Lois. I know what's the episode 2 now?
Yes.
Episode 2, 2.5, 3.
Yeah.
I know I gotta
But Scott, I'm trying to tell you, when I tell you Superman is so, it resembles Smallville so much, bro. Here we go. Am I
is it good? Does that mean you like it?
Chanel, it is good. It is great. I love Superman and Lois. It is great.
I'm reserving my shit.
Well, I would just say, this is outside the club looking in. I haven't watched it, but I looked up like the premise, and it literally is like, you guys know Superman and Lois from the being superheroes, but what about them and their kids? And I'm like,
that's the same. Hold on. That's the same thing I said. That's the same thing I said last week. It was like
hard pass on two white people being in the house.
Why I care about Clark and him raising his two sons? I don't care.
Clark is a square. Okay, Clark is a dud. Okay,
but here's the thing.
Oh, wait. Also, we like I said, we watching. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. We are watching the season of The Flash with his daughter, and that was the same Elseworlds crossover.
Mm-hmm.
When they go to the farm and they finally meet Clark and Lois. Right. And as soon as Lois, the woman who plays Lois, come on screen, she's like, she looked funny. I was like, why she look like that? And it's crazy because one, I remember her from Grimm.
Right, because she was the dude's wife. She was the dude's wife in Grimm.
Yeah, she was the dude's wife.
And by the way, if you did not see Grimm, Grimm was the business. That's
just how they look. Just come on. That's
yeah, Grimm was good.
Grimm was good. Grimm was good. I
love Grimm.
Grimm was excellent, yo. That thing was.
And Grimm is on Amazon Prime, I think.
Wait, did you just accidentally say Grimace? Did you just say Grimace?
No, I didn't
Grimace.
I said Grimace. I'm not even thinking Grimace because who we used to call Grimace. Nah, I'm not even thinking that. Hey,
come on, bro. That was and he was our friend. You know what I'm saying? That was different. Yeah. Rest in peace, Josh. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
So, Superman and Lois got renewed for season 2. Okay, but
already, yeah.
As I told you, it's a CW, so we're only gonna give it 3 good seasons. After that, we're gonna wrap it up.
Hey, Batwoman got renewed for season 3, and that shit is horrible with the ratings. It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to watch it. Yeah, I try to watch it just because she's black.
It's pretty bad, but
just because she's black.
That woman's black.
Well,
she's black now.
They replaced.
Yes, the girl that plays her in the show is black now.
They replaced the original one.
Right.
Interesting. Yes. Okay.
So Ruby Rose, and the WB, they had some type of beef. So
no beef. She wasn't used to the schedule. She thought,
popped her out the picture.
Oh yeah, that crop was funny though.
So they replaced her with a black girl, and the girl is actually a good she's a good actress. She's a good. But just like I was telling you before, she rest in peace, y'all's the truth. Rest in peace. The problem with the show is that because just like we were saying before, they don't take enough time to write Batwoman. So her character, you're automatically turned off by it because the writing and the dialogue. We say it on the show all the time. Writing makes a show. Writing makes a show.
Right.
There's no way around it. Writing makes a show. If the writing's not good, I don't care how many good actors or actress you have on it, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that was that. So,
okay. I might give the black lady my support.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a good show. Let me not say it's a good show. It's good acting.
Oh, yeah.
That's warned with it's
fair enough.
Her is her good story, even though she's an original character. Be warned, no, she's good,
very good,
but whoever's writing it is like forcing the race thing, which is a big thing. But it's one thing when you're addressing it casually or like real subtle, but if you're like forcing it and making it a whole episode and then like having these like taglines or like catchphrases in a show. It just it comes off like the 70s black exploitation type gimmicky things. Mm-hmm. And I didn't like that. It was like, just make it a show. She was a foster kid. She lost her mom, and this woman, this random candy lady, was kidnapping people. Then they focus it on she was kidnapping black and white, I believe. But I'm just this black kid. She's forcing down. No, they don't care about you. Nobody's gonna come look for you. Nobody cares about you. You're nothing. And then they're looking for this other missing white woman. with blonde hair, blue eyes. It was just. I was.
Yeah, I feel like that sounds like when they try to write racist is like very explicitly racist so that you get it and you don't like the character. And the problem with that is that we as people who have experienced racism know that racism is like way more quiet and way more embedded into things. But it's like, so when they have that like bad character, that happened in Lovecraft. Although Lovecraft was a great show, so it didn't really matter too much. But like there were like the characters would just say crazy shit. You'd be like, oh wow, they're really racist. But it was so clear they were racist and there was racism happening everywhere that it didn't stand out when people were jerks about it, because it was like, of course they feel emboldened. So I get what you're saying. Like it sounds like it's trying to make it clear that she's racist because nobody's going to take the time to talk about racism, how it really shows up. And, which is sad.
And one thing about Lovecraft, it's set in like the 1950s. So, you know,
exactly.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I don't want to see the force. I don't want to see the force of it. I don't want to see. I want to see racism in movies like that. But if you're gonna do it, make me sit there like, motherfucker, I'll snap your neck.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I'm like, hey, I only got 2 or 3 episodes in, but when those cops were like the sundown town thing happened and they were like chasing behind him, I was on the edge of my seat, like,
anxiety.
That's real. Yeah, that's real.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if we can, when you are able to empathize with the character, with the black characters, because you know, like, these are the consequences, that you lose that when it's just like a white lady yelling and it's like, oh, there's really no stakes there. She's just an asshole. But when it's like, no, like there's violence on the other end of that, which I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all see Night in Miami yet.
No.
Oh, yes.
It's definitely on my list.
I have seen A Night in Miami. Night in Miami is
Yeah.
I was about to bring up a scene that's sort of similar, but it's not really a spoiler because
it happened in real life.
Real. It's a real.
I feel like
it's a real thing.
We can't hold that against you if we don't know our Black history. So proceed.
Yeah. I agree.
There's a part in the movie where Jim Brown is meeting with this white guy. Please forgive me, I forgot who he was in his life. I think he was like one of his old coaches or something like that. But I haven't seen it in a while. But I remember this part vividly. And he's Jim Brown's at this man's house. This man's daughter or granddaughter knows who he is. He's a celebrity. I'm so excited. Let me go get y'all something to eat. So they're sitting on the porch, and the white guy's like, look, I got your back. You the best football player. You the man. Yeah, you my guy, boy. You my guy, right? And then the daughter, make a long story short, the daughter's in the house. Food is ready. So the white man goes back into the house, and as Jim Brown about to step in the house, he said, hold on. We don't allow niggas in the house. I'm like, you motherfucker. You just said all this stuff.
I've actually heard
this man on the biggest pedestal.
Yeah, I heard about that scene, yeah.
Yeah, and then he said, oh, I'm sorry. We don't allow niggas in the house. I was like, see, that shit. That's the shit.
That's the shit right there.
I was just standing there looking like, you motherfucker. And then there's Django, the KKK scene, when that shit was just funny as hell. Was it Django with the KKK scene?
That's a whole nother. Don't put that in the same combo though, because
that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Oh, Django.
Because absurdity. I mean, but that's the same thing as like Clayton. Whatever his name is from Chappelle's show,
Bixby.
Yeah,
Clayton Bixby. That's the absurdity of racism is a different pass because that's when it.
Man,
we know our Chappelle. We quoted Chappelle every day
in school
in ROTC.
Man,
y'all want to see my face?
I always my favorite one is it gotta be the Wayne Brady one. That one just always so the best part in that joint, it was like, yeah, I just gotta Wayne Brady. So he's like, I just gotta stop and see somebody. And he's like, Wayne Brady, they pull up and they like, and Wayne Brady says, there he is. And they look and they like, oh shit, it's Wayne Brady. And Wayne Brady pop off
Riverside.
He started hanging by the
Riverside.
Yeah,
no. I love how they're all just telling Wayne Brady, but there he is.
Yeah. When you said you trying to get wet, Dave, like Wayne knew. Wayne was like, "Nigga, I'm black. Quit playing with me, y'all. Quit playing with me."
So funny. Oh my god.
Superman.
You forgot about Superman. I was like, are they? Are we like? What I'm curious about is this is like the premiere of Superman and Lois, the first season.
This is the second episode. The premiere was last week.
Okay, first. Okay, so I'm curious about how much does that really compare with WandaVision and this idea of like domesticity around like superheroes? Like, I wonder if they were trying to bring something. Like, I wonder if they were competing when they pitched this.
I at this point, I really think that DC, as far as the CW goes, I think the CW have run out of DC comic movies or shows to do, and they was like,
they're taking what they can get.
Right? They was like, fuck it, let's
take it. He was like, oh, this. What do we throw some shit on the wall and it's sticking? Oh,
let's do it, right? And see, and I told people a long time ago, Superman being in Supergirl was literally just to see the reaction that people were going to give. Because see, the one thing about social media now is that like people can see how you liked it instantly because they can just log into Twitter, they can log into Facebook, and they can read the comments and see how people took it. I do think a lot of, especially on the DC side, a lot of stuff does come from, and when I say come from Marvel, I think it is to see, can we hit the same magic that Marvel has? I do think it's a lot of that, but you can't play catch up with Marvel at this point. They're way ahead. Yeah. The race is done. The race is done with them. They done already won. The race is.
They lapped them.
They lapped them twice. On your left.
Yeah.
on your left. There is nothing DC can do to catch up to Marvel at this point. Nothing. And you know, we was talking about, because DC can't get their head out their ass. They was talking about Superman being rebooted. Now, here we go. We back down this road.
Wait, we getting into that now? Or you
hold on.
What?
You speak about Superman and Lois too?
Yeah, Superman and Lois. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say to me, this
can transition into
this Superman and Lois was, I kind of called it where I was gonna say, I knew Lois wasn't going to be, spoiler, Lois was going to leave the Daily Planet. You and I talked about that, you know, like, right. It's like, oh, like anybody who was shocked, I feel like you're not really paying attention. Like, so in this episode, Superman is, it's really about Jordan at this point. We learn, okay, that Jordan, man, his powers are. Jay, did you see it? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. His powers are. He may not really have powers. It may just be a fluke.
It's super boyish.
Right.
Super boyish.
That's a perfect way to put it. It's super boyish. So he can't do it on command.
Superboys have Superman. There's certain things he can't do.
Mm-hmm. Like Superboy can't fly. You know, like
Superboy can't fly.
Right. You know, so it's kind of spotty. So he's like, okay, now once again, I did think DC messed up because when they went to the Fortress of Solitude, I was expecting a certain actor to be Jor-El. And you know who I was expecting to be Jor-El? I want you to take a long guess. Who do you think I was expecting to be Jor-El?
I know you ain't thinking about
I know you're not talking about the original Jonathan Kent.
Yes, I was thinking Marlon Brando was going. I felt like they were supposed to. Yo, can we get some CGI footage of Marlon Brando? But at least can I get the back?
You
of
want
his
the
head?
CGI that?
I wanted them to
CGI Marlon Brando on a CW show.
Yes, on a CW show. Yes.
What's the budget, son?
If they can make Flash run up a building, stop, and then come back, you can give me Marlon Brando.
This is the same network where I literally saw
the back of his head.
I literally saw like wires in a couple scenes on a couple shows.
Yes,
one in particular, Arrow. But I've seen the wires. So you know you're not gonna spring for that.
Look, can I wish?
Stop it,
okay.
Bro.
And so they didn't have Marlon Brando, but
first off, it's annoying me how it's Marlon Brando.
Brando,
is
I'm sorry,
I'm sorry. It's getting to me. You said it like 3-4 times. It's getting to me.
I appreciate you correcting. I appreciate that. But I really wanted him to be there. I did not get that. And we literally got you know, the team treating Jonathan like crap because he's the new guy. You got the typical high school. Oh, I'm the new guy. You're going to bully me. I want to be on the football. Okay, cool. Lois quits her job at the Daily Planet because they rewrite a story that she put out. And now she's working for the Smallville Gazette. So, I mean, I felt like this was a typical episode.
What a downgrade.
Well, but then again, that's what Superman and Lois is all about. It's about them downgrading. It's not about them, you know, being... You know, okay. So shut up, Scott. I know what you're
to my response to that, where the fuck's Lex? What? Where's Doomsday? Where the villains?
Man.
That's what I'm saying.
There is a villain.
Oh no, I was saying I got a friend Chantel here too.
Oh yeah, no. Who's the villain? I'm waiting to hear who the villain is.
So
it's a guy in a suit. No spoilers. No spoilers.
So no powers. Guy in a suit. So no powers.
It's a guy in a suit.
Yeah, I'm like, it's probably Capital One if they tell me. You know what I mean? Just like it's just too common.
I can't spoil. Okay. I can't spoil. It's just,
I won't be watching it.
Superman did have a Homelander. He did have a Homelander moment. He did have a Homelander moment in this episode. Yeah. He did have a Homelander moment. He did have one of those. That was pretty cool to see. If Superman
goes dark, you'll get me. If Superman is out here cutting up, then okay, maybe. But like, if he turns into, if he turns into what's the guy from Don? If he turns into Don from Mad Men,
oh my God!
I'm in. No, but until then, I don't want to see it.
Did any of y'all see Brightburn? Did any of y'all see Brightburn?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Brightburn.
So Brightburn, it was a spinoff of it's a spinoff of Smallville. If Superman was bad, literally in Brightburn, he lands in Kansas, which is Smallville, Kansas. They don't say it's Smallville, but he literally goes in
Kansas.
And it goes dark. There, like at the end, it is dark. Like it is.
I love that movie. I love the fact that at the end they were talking about like an evil Wonder Woman, an evil Aquaman, all that. I like that.
And they really, if I'm not mistaken, James Gunn directed that, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he did.
So, if you never see Brightburn, it is worth, even if you got to rent it, it is worth the money. It was good. It was very good.
I just realized what I want to see. I want to see the superhero couples, but in like a "Why did I get married?" scenario.
That'll be lit.
That's what I want to see. I want to see them argue like for real. Like I want to see them like having stupid ass argument. I want to see somebody. I want to see if Lex Luthor's a cheater, which I'm sure he is. You know what I mean? I want to see them
probably be a cheater. He probably be a cheater. Like I even tell them in the first episode of Superman and Lois, Clark gets fired from the Daily Planet. He gets fired. And I find the scene hilarious because they're thinking about purchasing the farm where his mother was. Okay? Mm-hmm. So they pull up in the truck and Lois is like, so what do you think, Clark? And she's like, well, we're not made out of money. I just got fired from my job. And then he literally turns around in the same sense says, well, I still got a daytime job. And Lois goes like, being Superman don't pay no damn bills. Like,
right.
What are you talking about? It's hilarious.
He still ain't found no job.
Damn.
And I was about to say Superman a bum. He a bum.
He can just zip in there, go into the vault, pick up some money, and then zip out. I'm just saying. Nobody would ever know.
This is too real life. No, thank you.
It's been a week and Superman still don't got a job.
And that's the crazy part. To me,
next episode he gonna get a job at McDonald's.
He gonna plow the farm. That's the plan. To me, this 2 for 2 though.
It is.
To me, this 2 for 2 though. I like the second episode.
It is. It's a good episode.
Just one issue, and it's what Chantel is speaking of is what it's the same problem from the first one. Too much Clark, man. Still Clark. Got into an action scene. Scott. That's why I need you, man. I need y'all. He got into an action scene.
He did.
He got into a fight scene.
He was still,
and it was Clark.
Super.
And
he didn't change his. He didn't look.
It was Clark.
Oh wow.
Fuck you up. Yeah. Just like
no edge. No, it's Clark.
Oh, you mean like the Henry Cavill when he got resurrected type scene? Oh, look at Josh! Look at Josh's face.
I just don't feel that like Superman intimidating energy. It's Clark.
Yeah,
he's like a puppy, like a little puppy dog.
Yeah,
with power. Got it.
The family stuff is great. The
Family
acting
stuff
is great.
Good.
The brothers are literally parallel to their parents. The one without the powers is Lois. The one with the powers is Clark.
Yep.
So you're witnessing the non-power brother, like John spoke, trying to be a great quarterback in football with no powers.
Right.
And the brother trying to have powers. It was a moment where they were jealous of each other.
Yeah.
Where the one with powers wanted to go to school, and the one without powers wanted to go to the Fortress of Solitude.
And John,
Like, bro, that's cool.
He's like, look here, Jordan, I'm sick of your shit. Stop bitching. You're the one who got the powers. I need you to get right. He was like, get right. Oh,
Yeah. I lost my playbook.
Yo,
he did bad in practice because they stole his playbook.
Man.
They're bullying the brother with no power.
Right.
Because of the brother with power.
Right.
The brother with power got into it with him.
Right.
Of course.
So, but the one with power, they're keeping him from school because of his powers.
Right. And they
So
don't
the
know
one without the powers
right.
is getting bullied, getting jumped. He by himself, new to Smallville, so he's getting jumped by everybody. Like everybody's on him.
And then
He can't do nothing about it.
I don't like
It's dope, man.
It's really dope. I will say I don't like. I can already tell Lana's daughter. Lana's daughter is gonna figure out something about them. She's too curious for like. I know that she's written in the show that way, but it's to me it's kind of like, why are you so curious about another family? Worry about what's going on in your own home. Like,
Fair enough.
So
I think if they are smart, they will make her what's the word, a harlot, because it looked like it could be dope if they tease that the one brother you think she won't, she really don't.
Yeah.
Won't.
Like the show is, I'm trying to tell you, it's worth a watch. It is really
That's
good.
the Smallville side of it, Scott.
That's
Man,
the
get with
Smallville
it.
side.
Okay, so what do you think is next on the next soap opera, aka Superman and Lois? As the world turns, you know, is Calvin finally gonna get a job?
It's gonna, yeah.
Clark gonna go for job interviews.
Go see him get an interview, and then the interviewer is like, you know what? We just don't think you can cut it here. And then he goes outside. And then they do like a zoom in Arthur moment of him balling his fist or something.
Yeah.
Yo, he's definitely gonna get a job in the next episode. I feel like he's definitely gonna.
You know what? That's hilarious that we're talking about.
Yeah, good luck to that man.
Good luck to that man.
Superman's gonna get a job in the next episode. That is crazy.
Like, oh my god. But it's definitely
Yeah.
I know y'all not gonna watch it, but it's at least I know y'all not gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it when I get time.
Like, but
They two
it's
for
been a good
two.
show. It's two for
Two
two.
for two.
It's two for two.
I see where they're going with it, and this is definitely more family oriented.
It is.
But it's the Clark face because I need me some Superman. I need the killing machine.
Yeah.
I need the edge. Like Superman got edge, man. He ain't Hulk Hogan. It ain't drinking milk and taking vitamins. Like this man will fuck you up.
But once again, Superman and Lois proves my point about the CW. Now you see how that's a new show, and you see how good it's written. Why couldn't they do that for Black Lightning? Why
Why they call it Lois and Clark again? Why not just call it? If they called this Lois and Clark, I would give it a 10 every episode. Don't say Superman and Lois,
Yeah, it's weird.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
because that's what it is. It's Lois and Clark.
Yeah, it is.
That's the part they're getting
is.
right. It's 100% right.
And the
It is.
original Lois and Clark adventures had more Dean Cain and Superman
Yeah,
scenes
really,
anyway.
literally,
Facts.
he was more Superman than he was Clark. You're absolutely right.
Facts.
I can see them at the WB and the meeting like, wait, guys, I got it. We'll call it Superman and Lois, but instead of the old Lois and Clark, it's more Clark Kent than Superman. And they're like,
See, that's the twist. See,
That's the twist.
in the title, it's like
God damn it, we
like an
gotta
okey
go.
doke.
Right.
It's like they put it there. It's like they put it there, but it's like, you know what? We gonna trick them with this one.
Right.
You know, we gonna make Lois the dominating, you know, one that just like belittles him and just cuts his balls off type character. That's essentially how they are writing her.
Man.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But I do like the fact that because Lois is a hard ass, and I like the way she.
She is.
You know,
she is. That's why she's good at her job.
I think her being that way is very good because we don't see enough. It's kind of like I hate to say this, but they really, for a black actress who was Amanda Waller, they did not write Amanda Waller the way she is in the comic book. Like, in fact, I don't like the way that they made her skinny. Okay, because remember she was a bigger lady. She was big.
Which Amanda Waller? Are you
talking about the one from Arrow?
Yes. I don't like the way. Right, and she was a bad representation of like here's Amanda Waller, who's probably one of the most powerful black females in the DC universe without no powers, without powers.
She can walk up to Batman and Superman and be like, sit the fuck down.
Right.
Talking about Viola.
Literally.
Man. They talking about Viola.
Like the Viola Davis version.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Harriet from Family Matters. She's the voice of the Young Justice.
So that was
I can't think of her name.
That was that.
Oh yeah, Amanda Waller.
I love Amanda Waller. Man, Amanda.
Do too. Not the skinny one. Talking about. I threw her away.
Yeah,
I not threw her away.
They killed her off.
They
killed her off right when Suicide Squad was about to come out.
Yeah, they should, because Viola killed them.
Viola killed.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
See, here we go. Back to that Suicide Squad crap. Here we go. Amanda Waller is another person who needs to stay in the DC universe. She is very, if it wasn't for Amanda, there would be no Terry McGinnis. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is the one that you need to keep.
Batman stuff, right?
DNA.
Right.
He was leaving his DNA.
I was about to say fluids, but thank you.
Fluids is pretty disgusting. Yeah, Amanda Waller is the reason she saw that what the world was without Batman. She was like, no, we need to keep a Batman. And like, she's the reason Terry McGinnis is Terry McGinnis. You know what I'm saying? And the whole process of Terry meeting Batman, that was all Amanda. That was all Amanda Waller. So, and I think people fail to realize, not just because she's a black woman, it's because she's a black woman without powers that's powerful as she is. That's the best thing about her. That's the best thing about Amanda Waller.
Yeah. Go ahead. My bad for disrupting your segue earlier.
Stop it, man.
No, you're about to do a segue to Superman. Go do your thing.
I already know it's coming.
I just wanted to get on the reboot of Superman because a lot of people don't know. Since they're rebooting Superman, it looks like they're going to be basing the reboot off of Calvin Ellis. Okay, so for y'all who don't know, Calvin Ellis, he was literally, Grant Morrison writ him. He was written after Barack Obama, like literally, like, because on his Earth he is Superman. He lands in Smallville, the whole shebang. But the kicker with him was he actually becomes president. So he's Superman, but he becomes president. And actually, Brainiac is like his assistant or something like that, and actually
I'll be right back.
fills in for him. Yeah, go ahead. And which I think is and I'm thinking of a good way to say this. I would love to see that. But I have said so many times that I don't think a lot of people are ready for African-American Superman.
Those a lot of people can kiss my ass.
And I'm with you. But and people always say, well, Black Panther was already. See, most people know that Black Panther started off as African-American. See, most people don't know this story about this Superman being back. Only as people who read the comic books who know. I want to see Michael B. Jordan do that. I know he would nail it, but I know he would get so much backlash.
No, absolutely not.
No, you don't want to see it.
I do not want to see it. You put Michael B. Jordan's name in, and that is the wrong name.
Oh, so you saying you would do it with another person?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely for a black Superman. I do get what you're saying, but I don't know that there's ever going to be a time like America. As long as it's on its racist timeline, there's never a better time. You know what I mean? So I do think this actually might be the better time because like there's still some people trying to be, racial allies who have to go see it, and then also with streaming and like if it's released in any time zone when they're still letting you like stream in your house too, I think that helps movies out more. But
I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that.
But I mean, obviously, I don't know the data, but I was actually, what I'm here for is the debate about who should play Black Superman, and I am not into a Michael B. Jordan. And that is...
Is it because you don't like him as an actor, or...
No, here's the thing. Michael B. Jordan is one of the loves of my life. Like, let's be very clear. I'm like, you know how like your phone will have like, faces of people that they come up often in your gallery? Like he has his own thing because he comes up too often. It's just too many saved photos, right? It's sick. But, and I'm not even saying this because he's currently cheating on me with Lori Harvey. That's not why I'm mad.
She's currently cheating on me with
I'm saying it because he's a great actor, but I almost feel like as he's gotten more almost like he's gotten too big now. Like I've forgotten the range he has. Like when he played Oscar Grant, like when he was in Fruitvale Station, like he's a great actor. When he was Wallace, he's a great actor. But now it seems like
Wallace was
but I would be blinded by it now. Versus there are other options that I think like I also feel like embody Superman a little bit differently. Like Superman still is like this like a nice. I'm not saying he's not nice. I'm saying like Superman still embodies Clark. Like he's still nerdy, you know what I mean, in some ways, and like a regular. So you have to ask yourself, and I'm overthinking it, but you have to ask yourself, who would you also see playing, the Clark in Superman and Lois? Like, you know what I mean? You can't just have him just be the cool guy. So anyway, I looked up the list of people they're thinking about, and I wanted to ask you guys your opinions on those.
Here we go. Lay it on me.
That's what I like, because I need the casting part. That's the part I'm bad at.
Josh, hold up.
Yes.
You here, so I'm would be super respectful. I missed the last couple minutes. Just rewind. What happened the last 30 seconds?
So
he has better suggestions for Black Superman than Michael B. Jordan.
And Chanel is actually upset because Michael B. Jordan is cheating on her with Lori Harvey.
I'm upset. It's over. It's done. There's more fish in the sea.
Hey, you know what? I just want someone to take him off our hand because I'm getting tired of hearing his name.
That's what I'm saying. It's too big. Like it's, but it could. You know what? Well, okay. I was gonna say like maybe DC could use a big star, but like all of the Justice League is big star, so I can't even say that. But so here's this article from Screen Rant that talks about the people who have been tapped. I'm again, Michael B. Jordan is at the top. Then there's Brandon P. Bell from Dear White People.
Oh,
yeah, the main guy. He's nice. He looks good. He's good for that. I could see it. He was also in like different stuff before, but he also could maybe be a. I also think my other side question for y'all after this is like, does that mean the villains are all Black too? Like, what does that mean? And I'd be interested to see.
I would hope not, because then it'll be deemed a Black. Then it'll be deemed a Black movie, which I hate. No, it's a superhero movie. Then there's that whole conversation with that, but.
You're right. I like my villains white myself personally.
I like my villains white.
You know what I mean? I'm just not sure. Okay.
Claw was white. And
works better. It definitely works better.
When Killmonger killed him, but
that's what I'm.
No. I mean, from a Black standpoint, yes.
From a Black
superhero comic book standpoint.
From a comic book, it was like. But as Killmonger, even though he was evil, killing him, you were like this. Okay.
I was like, I mean, when he shot the light skinned girl in the beginning, he was like, "Well, casualties have to happen for us to get."
I'm lucky I care about my Blackness more than my nerdness. You're lucky I care about my Blackness more than my nerdness. Okay. Because the Claw is like the Joker to Batman. That is Black Panther's main villain. That's the part.
Yeah, he is.
Well, he didn't make it to the big screen. Too bad for him.
Brandon P. Bell could play Superman. He could play him. He could play Superman. Brandon P. Bell, the dude from Dear White People.
I got that.
And so sorry. The thing about Black Panther though is that like I like that just whiteness was the villain by the end of it. So I like that it wasn't this like centralized villain kind of idea. Like at the end, you just didn't want colonization to affect Wakanda, and I feel like that's a better villain. You know what I mean? Whatever. Sorry, but Black Panther doesn't feel like a Black movie, and so I think that is we do have to be careful about like I don't know. Anyway, so Trevante Rhodes is next.
Yes.
Who is that?
Amazing.
Who is that?
From Moonlight. From Moonlight.
Wait, Josh, hold up. Chanel, I brought him up a while back. They should like capitalize, even though he's still relatively small right now. They need to take him and just put him in something big budget because he has the look.
He looks. No, he's built like Superman. He's like big.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm into it. And then his face. He's giving Black Superman with a chain on.
He can play Superman. Yeah. In fact,
it's giving.
That's what I was gonna say. The dude from Bird Box. That's what I was gonna. I didn't know his name, so that makes perfect sense. Okay.
I believe. Yeah, I just overall don't believe that it needs to be like. It's like I'm not even trying to be funny. It's like you wouldn't necessarily. Maybe you would. I was gonna say you wouldn't want Denzel to be Superman, maybe, but you would want him to be James Bond. You know what I mean? Like give. I don't know. Anyway, okay, sorry. So then there's Stephen James. Do you guys know who that? He was in,
yeah.
If you watch Homecoming, he was in that. If he was in it, if Beale Street
he was great in Homecoming.
He's good. If Bill Street could talk, it's probably the easier one because he's
Wait, what's his name? What's his name? Stephen James, you said?
Yeah, with an A instead at the end of Stephen.
He also had a show with what's the name on Fox?
He did. I don't know what it was.
Basketball. I forgot the name, but
I'm not gonna be able to tell you I only know because I'm looking at this now. But I think he also played Jesse Owens in his biopic. I didn't know that. I guess that must be new. But he's young, so he can do like a lot for the franchise. Yeah. He's like a skinny. He would also do well in like that Clark Kent idea of like looking regular and then also being. But I can see it anyways. What I'm trying to say. And then this one. So I was looking at this list and I scrolled down to the bottom. When I took my heart soared at this last option, and that is William Jackson Harper, who is Chidi from The Good Place.
Wait, let me see.
Have you ever seen The Good Place?
I don't know who that.
Oh, guys.
William
Jackson
him.
Harper.
Oh yeah. I've seen him. He was.
I love him.
Guys, okay, now look, guys.
As Superman, I don't know, just because he's kind of up there in age. I don't know if they would do that.
I'm gonna say for him to be Superman, I'm going for this guy. I'm gonna pull a negative, Ghost Rider. I'm gonna put a negative for this guy.
I'm gonna pull a negative on that William Jackson.
He's gonna hit the gym. He's gonna hit the gym. Okay, he has the glasses already, so you see him throwing them off.
But he's 41 already.
I saw the picture.
They especially if they want to get like 2 to 3 full movies.
How old is Ben Affleck?
Oh, you got me there. He's like in his 40s and 50s. Right.
Yeah, my man wants to dig up Marlon Brando. Like, come on, like I can't. You know what I mean?
Go Brando.
That's true.
Go Brando.
Marlon Brando.
Back of his head.
I just swear.
with the 1-2 out here in these streets. With the 1-2.
I think that's a great list. I just really like that list. I think they should explore.
Your man from Bird Box. Actually, he was my first choice to play Superman.
From Bird Box.
Yep, the dude from Bird Box. He asked, and I'm going to answer this because somebody said in the chat, why can't Superman be black? I'm not against Superman be black because I actually like that comic book. I think that where he's president and he's Superman, it's a good comic book.
Didn't you say the world isn't ready?
I fear that this is what I fear. I fear because the movie can be an excellent movie, but there's going to be some people who's not going to see it just because he's black. And I always go back to when Michael B. Jordan played Johnny Storm. When he played Johnny Storm. Y'all, when on the Reddit,
that remake,
it was
buddy.
so much.
That movie was horrible.
It was horrible. And not one person said anything because of his acting skills. It was because he was playing a white man. Now, even though this Superman is black from the get-go, he is black. He is a black man. The whole thing. See, people are not going to believe that. Oh, he's from Earth 22.
But that's where you stop right there because he could be his name could be Superman, could be super whatever, but he's not Clark Kent. So as long as they kind of get that out there that he's not Clark Kent, that he's from a different Earth, multiverse, or whatever, and kind of establish that he's not taking over the mantle of a fictional character anyway. So it shouldn't matter.
Why do we have to make it? Why does it have to be that he has to be from a whole new? Why can't he just be a black Superman? Why?
But I think that what you're saying though is that I feel like what I hear you saying that you're not actually saying out loud is that like you're worried about the movie not doing well, and because there's still racism even within like the comic book world.
Yeah, I'm right, and I'm worried because this could be something. And I worry about because this could be literally, let's just say whoever gets the role, they murder that thing. I mean, murder it. It's like a great role, great everything. And it's going to get overshadowed just because he's black.
But I don't see a world where that doesn't happen no matter what. Like that, I just don't see a world. You know what I mean? So I'm like...
Didn't we uplift Black Panther at one point to be one of the highest, most grossing, most MCU thing ever for a whole, like...
We did, and I'm going to say this. We definitely did that. But you and I have talked too. There were way more black heroes before Black Panther that we did not lift up. We really didn't.
Right.
But they would do shit like they would,
Meteor Man,
but they would like
Dolomite,
ignore.
Shaft.
But I would just say, like, even in this, well, Blade is a great, amazing. Like, you have to think about like Green Lantern, like they play games with things that could be great by making them white. So it's like we deserve the leeway. Like, we deserve to have mediocre movies perform mediocre that are all black without that having to do with blackness. Like, I almost think that you have to like persevere and make the movies like true to what is the best thing, and then ignore the critique, because then stuff comes back as cult classics, or like stuff gets slept on and then gets reimagined. So I know what you're saying, but we can't live in a world that like lets that dictate it, because that has, some movies have come out terrible, and we don't look. Ryan Reynolds came back as Deadpool, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. So mediocre can't be the kiss of death. We keep saying it. It's Hollywood that's the bigger issue, I think. And then
And I think speaking. I don't want to speak for him because you got loud voice anyway. But from what he's saying, I think black movies, black actors do have a shorter lease. Yeah. So, and black productions would have a shorter leash. So if it does perform a certain way, or it does get a certain stigma or whatever, the next go round it may mess up for that company.
Right,
Right. But how does Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan able to make the moves they making right now? We can't get like a little bit more upburst on this. Like they took over Creed, bro. They took over Creed.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing.
They did a great job
with black Hollywood. It's like a crab in a barrel type thing. You can only one. It's like the stigma that one or two can succeed at a time. Whereas you can have Leonardo DiCaprio, right, and you can have all these different. I don't even want to just. It's good. You can have all these other actors, succeed, but it's like you can only be like one or two black actors at a time, or actresses.
Until it's not.
No, you're right. It's something that needs to be changed, but it's something that is a continuing cycle until someone is bold enough. And the thing is, I think it's been attempted, whether it's by Spike Lee, whether it's been Ava DuVernay, whether it's been Tyler Perry, but and I don't think as much attention is gone towards it, or either the critics have kind of bashed it to the point where people would more than likely trust the Rotten Tomatoes website or whatever, Roger and Ebert than actually seeing it itself, and then that word of mouth kind of bashes and kind of trashes it for the next people going up.
That's fair. I will say though, I it's not that I don't hear you. I just still want to persist with because one thing I'm thinking of is this idea that Marvel has lapped DC. So if DC was smart, they would keep leaning into making things like this, and right now it's almost like a cult audience with DC. Like you like it because you think you like the stories, you like the comic books. You don't like it because it's the most theatrical. Like y'all are still persisting through some of these shows that are not that great because you love the characters. So DC, like the other interesting thing was how much like they got a lot of flack for Wonder Woman because it was a woman, and it was not that great. There were some things with it, but they're not gonna not keep making Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to tell you, but I'm just like,
no, you're right though. You're right. And
I bought this.
Yes, you did. And
bought it up.
You said a good point. Like me being African American, being strong, and like I want there to be a black Superman. I want that Superman movie to do 10 times better than Black Panther. I want whoever plays Superman, I want to see every poster. I want to see at some point we trickle away from Clark Kent being Superman, and that we see Calvin Ellis be Superman. Like, to be perfectly honest with you, we done had enough of Clark Kent. Clark Kent has been around since
the nigga's tired.
30s, 40s.
Right. If we could get away from Clark Kent and Calvin Harris be the new Superman that everybody stands behind, hell yeah, I'm for that. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, Josh. So I hit you with the. You hit the.
I still want to see the original white Superman actually do some dope action-packed shit, though. But I am tired of Clark Kent.
Henry Cavill, he hasn't been replaced. They're just making or thinking about making. He's still
Superman, right?
Signed on as Superman, yeah.
Right, right.
I'm all for. I'm all for. Man, look, they make a black God damn it, I see a black Wonder Woman. Let's go, man. Let's get this black shit.
First of all,
A black Wonder Woman.
First of all,
Well, actually,
when they go to the Amazon,
there is a black Wonder Woman there, and her name is Nebula. Okay.
Well, all about this. When they go to Amazonian or Amazon, wherever it's called, and walk back out with the white lady, I'm like, y'all could have took any of these. Like, we don't leave Gal behind, and let's get a Palestinian. You know what I mean? Like, it's just.
It's actually funny. Wonder
We
Woman
ain't doing a Vixen show.
Vixen,
okay? Why we ain't doing a Vixen show?
In the comic books, Wonder Woman actually has her sister is a black woman.
See, because they're all exactly.
And she has her own storyline. And you know what? She will be, and when I say, and I'm not saying she's the opposite Diana, but she has the compassion, but she's the hard ass. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to see that. But I just know because one, because she's black, and two, because she's a woman. I know.
And she's strong.
And she's strong. Nobody, they don't want to see that. And when I say they, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Like, and that's my whole point. And I use Black Lightning as a perfect example. Here you go, a black show that a black hero that not too many people know about, that we can really take to the max. Like, it's not like Black Lightning is some weak hero. He is actually a member of the Justice League. Okay? If the writing was there, more people would be like, damn, this is actually legit. But what do? They don't give half of the time that they do with Black Lightning that they would do the Flash or Arrow.
And
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shanna. Go ahead.
No, I was
ain't funny.
No, you go. I'm behind. Go ahead.
but and you mentioned that with Black. Ain't it funny with the Netflix MCU rights returning back to the Marvel Netflix rights going back to MCU? We hear how they making fun with a new Punisher and making new fun of a Daredevil. Well, where the hell is Luke Cage, bruh? And if Cuz don't want to be Luke Cage, let me know and stop leaving me hanging, please. I like Luke Cage, bruh. Come on, man.
I don't know. I just think that I do fully. Yeah, I think I appreciate. No, you don't have to apologize. I appreciate this conversation. I think it's real, but I also think that like it's one of those things because it doesn't feel like there's no end to this problem we're talking about. So I feel like the attention should be more focused on like asking DC to like, if they're going to do the movie, to tell them to put the budget behind it, to advertise it the right way. Yep. You know what I mean? To be smart and intuitive with how they market it. Or like, I think that Hollywood, like more of these big giant studios should be investing in like anti-racism initiatives for the, like in general for the country. Cause it's like, these are the things that are stopping you from being able to expand and use more diverse talent, is that you're just letting racism dictate quality. And I think that sucks.
And you know what? You just said something real good, how they should. And Superman, that Superman that they reboot, if they use Calvin Ellis for that Superman, that would be the perfect time to do, because he's literally written like he was written after Barack Obama was in office, President Barack Obama. Do you know if they was to set that up, they can tag the racism stuff. They can see how our country is divided. And literally, we can see the Superman side, but we can see Calvin Harris can be the actual Calvin Ellis himself, bring people together. We could see him go like, hey, hey guys, like, yes, because on his earth, he is the president. On his earth, he's the president. And they can literally bring that into, and we can see a country divided, and he could just bring us together. That would be.
I just realized I don't want to see that.
You don't want to see that?
I'm tired of the unity bullshit. I'm tired of it. But I will say that, like, the writing it is Ta-Nehisi Coates, who is like an amazing Black author. And so I'm like, I do have hope for it. And then it's like the J.J. Abrams reboot. So I do have hope for it. But I don't want to see them use a Black man to tell Black people to forgive white people and let's all come together. I think that's kind of where I'm here.
Because I ain't gonna lie, we can't, Jason, you and I have talked about this. It's really hard for me with the situation that we was into when you and I experienced, you, me, Dre, Justin, Calvin, we experienced racism that day in DC, okay? All right? It's the worst feeling I ever been in. And I'll tell you right now, I can't, I can't tell a lot of people to forgive because I can't forgive those cops to that day. To this day, when I think about that, it's hard for me to forget it. I can't do it. It was embarrassing for us. And it was funny. I was telling my dad about that again because he remembers when I came home and told him about that. The fact that we were on the side of the road in handcuffs for something we did not do, and people passing and taking pictures of us on the tourist bus. I never forget that. I will never forget that. And it's hard to, and forgiving should not, like, hey, I'm with you. Like, forgiving is hard to do. It's hard to do. So
just make it good is all I ask. Like, don't make it like
I would love for you to make it like, I would love for DC to really take that, make it good, and it shine like a light, shine bright like a diamond.
Make a black Superman movie. Make a Superman that happens to be black. A great film.
Yeah,
bro.
A great film. Yep.
Unapologetic. You ain't gotta do none of that race, all that, none of that. Just be a dope black Superman,
be a dope
man.
film. Yep.
Hey.
People forgot Nick Fury used to be white. ML killed the role that bad.
It's stuff like that. But he made it his own. Samuel L. Jackson made it his own.
You're right. Nick Fury was white.
Make Terry McGinnis black. Give him hey, I can see that.
Switch it up.
Yep. I agree with that.
Make them forget.
I agree with that.
Make them forget.
I definitely agree with that.
Okay. All right.
Nick Fury used to be white. You're absolutely correct, though.
I don't even know that.
We tend to forget that.
We do.
They did a movie on Nick Fury. The dude from was it David Hasselhoff? Was it David Hasselhoff?
Yeah, David Hasselhoff.
Was the Nick Fury?
You're lying.
It was like.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
That was horrible. That was horrible. That was horrible.
This was Baywatch. This was back when Baywatch was.
Oh yeah, when he was hot. Okay.
Yeah. It was back.
Like a made-for-TV movie or something. That should be horrible.
That David Hasselhoff, he's so hot right now. He's so hot right now.
He was. Oh, he was the man around town.
He was, bro.
David Hasselhoff could be Dutch.
He was, bro.
So,
all right.
This
it's 8:30, so
this is what everybody
it's about that time. I didn't think we gonna make it here, but we finally here.
I know men people like this. Me
he like that. He said, like, Josh, you better not fuck up. Don't you do it.
Man got a hit out on you, man.
Men got the eye.
Yeah, he got a hit out.
The WandaVision finale.
Yes.
Which I've been waiting for. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do y'all the benefit. I'm not even gonna go first. I'm gonna say my shit at the end. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this one thing. Then I'll let y'all get into it. I really didn't realize until last week that I had been calling her the Scarlet Witch. I went back and watched some of my episodes. I've been literally calling her the Scarlet Witch the whole time. I never realized in the
Nothing wrong with that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, though. That's who she is.
Right, but you know what? I never noticed that until y'all said it last week. That not even in the movies they call her the Scarlet Witch. I never noticed that.
Yeah.
I never noticed that.
It was a big reveal.
Yeah. And you know what's funny?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are like, oh my God. But for us, it's like, oh, y'all didn't know that before, that she was the Scarlet Witch?
I think it's more like it's oh my God if you didn't research what, like, to think of Wanda and like the destruction of the Scarlet Witch potentially is scarier than just giving her that title.
So I'm gonna let one of y'all go first. And because to be perfectly honest with you, mine's gonna be super short. Mine's gonna be, y'all not even gonna believe mine. So, yeah.
All right, so are we gonna rock, paper, scissors for who goes first? Or how y'all wanna do it?
Rock, paper, scissors. You got your hands on. All right, so
I'm going in the middle.
Come on,
does
Scott,
winner goes first or
loser
loser goes first? Okay, she wants the middle.
Okay.
So loser goes first or winner goes first?
Winner goes
Which
first.
one y'all choose? I don't
so
care.
That means
if
it's gonna be
goes
y'all
first.
three. Okay. Or Chanel's just gonna go.
Scott, you wanna go? Ready? You ready, Scott? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You ready?
Ready. Wait, okay, do we go on? Wait. Do we go on shoot?
How you want? We go on shoot. Rock,
Go on
paper,
shoot.
scissors,
Yeah,
shoot.
you go on shoot.
Okay. Because okay.
It's like Lethal Weapon. Is it 1, 2, 3, or is it 1, 2,
And then,
3?
okay.
So we gonna rock. Right. Ready?
Rock,
Paper, scissors,
scissors.
Oh, we delayed. You go first. Go first. We delayed.
Who
You go
delayed?
first.
You know
You
what,
or
Scott?
me?
We
Scott,
all
you go
delayed.
first. You go, Scott.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'll go. Damn, I saw it
take
early in the
seconds,
morning
since you
too.
want
I
the
usually
middle.
watch it in the afternoon. Okay.
Hold on. Go.
Dude, if you're gonna do that, he need to turn his
And audio too, yeah.
his mic off. You know, as soon as we hear that toilet bowl,
That's wrong.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay. All right. Damn. All right. So first things first. Something they said early in the season about whatever happens in there, it's real. I guess I interpreted that differently. It's real in there, but once it's outside, it's not. So the kids are not real. Speed and Wiccan. Sorry, Josh. That I was like, okay. 2, they hit you with the okie doke with they did it like a Mandarin type thing with what was Ralph Boner. Man, I was like, they really gonna do this? They did it. They hit you with the Mandarin type thing. And I read something where this one was worse because we actually saw Evan Peters as Quicksilver not too long ago, and then they bring that character, so you gotta get everyone watching like hype. Yeah. You got people like John. No, this is how they're gonna do it with the X-Men and the mutants. Yep. And then he was just a guest star on the show and in the series and just.
But I do think they used him on purpose to fuck us up. I think that they knew they would do it.
Yeah, okay. They did it on purpose. Yeah. They did it on purpose. They didn't get reactions like what Josh was doing for the past couple weeks. Because he was hyped. This is how they're going to interpret this. How they're going to bring in the X-Men.
Listen, I was confused as fuck. I was like,
hey, bro.
Who is this?
You.
That's the guy.
Whose name is this?
I'm pretty sure that's the other guy.
Oh my god.
You know, it's so I guess they're not going to go that route. I was like, okay, so they want to keep their own MCU story and just bring in mutants their own way on their own time, which could be in a couple years. I was like, okay, cool, all right. So, but still, they can still kind of hint at it, but like we always saying for weeks, we were like throwing out these ideas and these massive, like well thought out things. I was like, nah, it's not that serious. No, they're not thinking that hard. It's not Mojo. Nah, it's not like Mephisto. It was none of that. And the big bad was Agatha, which was somewhat disappointing, but it is what it is. Maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. Maybe there was someone still pulling strings that will be introduced in the next Doctor Strange movie. We don't know. I did like the end where she is, getting more control of her at the very, very end after this.
Yeah.
The credits of the credits.
The credits of the credits. Where she's in the woods or whatever, and she's using her powers, and she's also reading the Book of the Dead and learning. And I think that's going to play a very integral part in the new Doctor Strange movie. And I look forward to that. And this other stuff that we just news-wise, say the big bad can't be Mephisto because Asia, he's not like they can't promote like satanic or the devil. It's like they can't do that. They can't promote it or something like that. So he can't be a bad guy. He can't be a villain in the MCU films. So the whole thing with the Vision thing, it's like, okay, so Vision is back. that was my. I was like, okay, so Vision is back. Okay, so in the middle of kicking each other's ass, it was like, wait, ponder this for a second. With a Chinese riddle, like it was like, am I Vision?
Scott,
I the?
Hold on, I'm gonna read something to you. I'm not interrupting you. Ming just hit me up and was like, he on the chat. He said, if you listen carefully, when she's reading the book, it was the Doctor theme slowed down. It was the Doctor Strange theme slowed down. Didn't know that.
Okay, Ming, ain't nobody got one thing. Ming, I wasn't listening. And by that point, it was towards the very end. It was like, look, we on minute 45 or 46 minutes. I'm just ready to see what. I don't even think I had the volume up super high.
Yeah, what's in the credits?
I see. I damn near walked away. I was about to eat breakfast, and then she on the porch, and then she go in. She's doing her coffee thing, and then it pans to her reading the thing floating. Yeah. I didn't hear anything. I don't remember.
Astral projecting.
Right, she was astral projecting.
Astral projecting. Yes.
Yep.
I'll take your word for it, Ming.
I take Ming's word for it.
That song was playing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, her giving up her dream and or her whatever, that was okay. I mean, none of it was real. Okay, that was I wasn't like super attached to it. None of it was real. None of it. Even though I know I sound heartless. I sound like an asshole.
Yeah, no, not an asshole, but heartless for sure. Heartless for sure.
It was like it wasn't real. Those kids weren't real. That wasn't vision. That was something you made up. The whole wrestling is real to me, damn it. Yeah, it was real to her, but everybody else, it was just like, okay. The whole Hayward thing is just okay. I don't know what to say about the whole Hayward thing.
It just kind of
it was good to see Darcy. It was good to see Darcy for what, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Because she was still driving from where in the road 2 episodes ago. I was like, damn. He just floated out the roof and just like, I see you in 2 episodes. But that's what happened. We haven't seen it for 2 episodes.
She was still driving. Your man said she was still driving.
She was still stuck in traffic. The whole fight with Agatha,
that could have been 10 times better.
That was okay. The whole sucking the power and all that. I still was mad that it still wasn't like concrete. Is she a witch? If she never like practiced like witchcraft or incantations and or all that stuff, is she really a witch, or is she a mutant whose powers were ignited by the stone? Was she just given these witch-like powers from the stone? So it's still like those 3 avenues that the thing can still kind of go down. Because even after all that shit that happened with Agnes, you still don't know. She said, she was asking, how do you do this? How did you get this? How do you make this happen? I don't know. That's essentially her answer, and we still are like left in the dark. I don't know how I'm able to do this. If you don't know, shit, the viewers at home don't know. Yeah. So we're left to speculate about whatever. Then you have these wild things going off like Jay with Mojo. Like that was so way off field. Like it's like
I knew that Jay. Though. I knew that.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm just like, damn.
Disney
like we were thinking in so in depth and deep and just so
that was fun. That was so much fun. It was fun.
It was fun.
All we were doing was taking the breadcrumbs that they were leaving us, and we were taking it and running with it. And that shit was
somebody kneecaps need to be like clipped off of that whole bringing Quicksilver in, because that was like dirty and fucked up, because there was no need for them to do that, because they got so many people hyped off of that.
All the theories outside of the Mephisto one, that's the one where we got to take them out. Like, I'm not mad at somebody because I was shooting for the moon. And those Quicksilver one, like, come on, even I fell for that, and I'm a skeptic, the best skeptic ever, and I fell for that shit. So when it was Ralph Boner, I was like, did it again, Mandarin. I had PTSD. You motherfuckers. He's just a guy. He's a jag.
He's just a guy. Oh, I was Cuba Gooding Jr. just punching air like Razor Hood. I was mad. It's like, oh, you did this again. And then the whole thing with him with the commercials, with him on the beach. I mean, him on the island with it was like they made it seem like it was something bigger.
Mm-hmm.
What, you mean like the Go-Gurt commercial?
The yogurt commercial where he couldn't get it open.
Yeah.
Like, they made it seem like from that I thought it was Mephisto, but then I keep like rereading shit about in Asia they can't promote like a devil type being or whatever. So it's like that's taking out the Asian market. Marvel not doing it.
Right.
Right. They're definitely not doing
They
that.
just not.
Correct.
Now,
China owns us again.
You know what's funny? If
Right.
Africa was like, if Africa and the AMC and Regal Theaters were like, you know what? We're not going to promote anyone that, like Kingpin, he promotes white supremacy. Oh, then I guess we just won't be showing you a movie there. That's just how it would be. But that's a different story. But I think I spoke long enough. I don't know if I missed anything. I probably did, but I don't know if anyone else want to rock, paper, scissors to go.
I'll go. I'll go.
All right.
She wants to go middle. It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay. Just like I've been saying for weeks, the more questions got answered, the less intriguing it became for me.
Monica.
And I needed more Rambo to see her looking at a basement to being in my man's room eating Pop-Tarts.
I hated that.
So sorry, did you see the end credit that corresponded to that?
Yeah, with the scrolls.
Well, with the scrolls, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, yeah, more Rambo and love Captain Marvel 2 confirmed.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Right there. Yep. Confirmed. Confirmed.
I knew it was confirmed before this episode. It was like they gave her powers. She gonna pop up in a Captain Marvel 2.
To see the kids disappear like Vision did when she stepped outside, I said, "Damn!"
That
Not
one
real.
hit me.
I've been asking that for 5 weeks straight. Are they real?
I immediately thought of Josh. It was like, damn, he was invested in that shit.
When I tell you the heartache I felt, and not even for the kids, I was like, man, they gonna clown me this week.
I'm not gonna clown you because that was a good shot in the first place. That's what they gave you.
I was up at bat, and y'all, if it was anything I was positive about, it was that. I was like, no, Wicked and Speed, the Young Avengers, this is it. I was not budging down.
That was the biggest part to be like, damn, they not real.
Yeah.
Vision thing, I was half right. I said he'll be back. I thought he was gonna put, it's like she said at the end, he's a piece of the stone that's in me. I thought they was going to take that and put it in the new Vision, and he'll be colorified and turn into the regular Vision and be like, I'm alive, y'all.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm back. I thought they was about to fuse when they were talking to each other. I'm like, they about to fuse. This is the scene. I was like, this is the scene.
I was with you. I was right there with you.
But he does. But the White Vision does have consciousness now. Like he's aware.
Right.
So
he has
that happened in the comic books.
Yes.
Yeah.
That happened in the comic books. He loses. He gets his memory back, but he loses his emotional attachment to Wanda. So it's like he's a robot. More with a conscience, more than I remember who I am. I'm Vision. I remember loving you, Wanda. Eventually, as in all comic book stories, he eventually gets all of it back.
Right.
But this has happened in the comic book. So for him to fly off, I'm like, okay, either we about to get a solo movie or he might pop up in Doctor Strange.
They better not do a fucking solo Vision movie. They better not.
Why not? They can't do a solo.
You don't want to see Vision go around the world and discover himself and refine who he was.
You know what, Jay? Thank you for saying it like that. I appreciate it because you with me. No, I don't want to see that shit. Thank you. I don't want to see Clark. I don't want to see Clark working at fucking McDonald's. No, I know.
You don't want to see that. But all in all,
my fries are cold. Hold on, let me heat those for you. let me heat those fries for you.
but all in all, what I took from this episode was just it turned out to be origin story for Scarlet Witch. This is this is the elevation. This is like this is my story, motherfucker, and I'm here now. I am woman, hear me roar. And this what WandaVision was all about. It was her getting it out the way, her dealing with it. Her fantasy is gone. I get it. I found out some stuff about my powers that I may or may not know about. So now I'm about to discover that, and I'm about to become my own. Yeah, and I've come to the fact that Vision's gone, and my kids are still kind of alive, but not really alive. I guess they're in the dark dimension. I'm guessing where they're going with that.
Actually brings that up because he said, you still may be right because you're right. You can actually hear the kids at the end Like, hey, mom, like, and so
Yeah, so they're in the dark dimension thing, but this was basically, I think this was MCU way of saying, here's your first new Avenger for when we bring back the new Avengers.
I agree.
It's not sidekick Scarlet Witch, it's I am the hero myself, Scarlet Witch. And that's what WandaVision was all about. I ain't got no problem with it in its totality. The episode is what it was. It was okay.
It is what it is. They showcase how, she's powerful. Yes, we know.
Right.
She's powerful.
Now we know. So when you see her doing other shit in all these other movies, don't ask why. Go watch WandaVision. Hats off to WandaVision. Great show. Great show.
It was
Great
good.
show.
It was good.
Great show.
Chanel, I want to let you go.
Thank you. I would say that I definitely never took Wanda Maximoff / Scarlet Witch that seriously because I don't think I understood the extent of her powers. And I think that's what's really cool about this is like she, so now I'm hearing like that she could have took down Thanos or whatever, all this stuff where I'm like, wow, like I don't think they really utilize that. And I guess maybe because what's the point of an Avengers if she's that damn powerful that she can do it all? But I also feel like that's maybe cheap to figure out she's this fucking powerful, but we still lost all those. I don't know. Anyway, like bring Iron Man back. You know what I mean? But anyway, so I would say that, and I came in late, so people were watching and telling me to watch it, but I never sat down to watch it, and I'm so glad I did because I crammed it, which I'm so grateful for because I'm done with watching TV week to week. Like, you know, I'm spoiled now. Yeah, I'm like, growing up, I remember that anxiety and it's not worth it. So anyway, so I was really excited. I only had to wait. Like I finished 8 the week before 9 came out. So I would say I actually loved it. I sat up and cried like a baby. Like it made me so emotional.
The kids.
No, the love story of it all. Like I think that you know what I mean, because there's not too much love in Marvel. Like Avengers have their things or whatever, but like they genuinely love each other. It don't make no sense interspecies wise, but they're like it just we believe it. And also like the thing is that Vision is really a sweetheart. Like, and so I just remember when they I forget what country it was when they ran away to try to be together. Like they are the only couple that is like try not to let the Avengers stuff get in the way of them just actually being a couple. So when I didn't read into the backstory of why they even have this spinoff, but I was like, that makes sense because they were the couple that wanted to get be like, yo, let's give ourselves a chance. So it made a lot of sense, the premise in general. Really loved the reveal. I was not waiting for a villain. I thought the white guy was a villain. So to find out that it was Agatha, like I was like, like she got me. She definitely got me. Cause I also started seeing the memes about her before I knew the reveal, and I was like, I know she's gonna do something, but what is it? So anyway, to bring it back to the final episode, like I did think that the battle with her and Wanda could have been deeper, or just more blows inflicted. But I also was glad because when she had the kids, I was like, this could go in a really bad direction. And I'm glad that it just became like, I guess I liked that it wasn't just a fight. It was like Agatha wanted something from her. I do think my theory is that she was gifted this. She's not a real witch. And now Agatha put her on. So now she's going to have the added power of like knowledge and actually knowing how to use her witchcraft, like the rules and the dynamics. Like when she put the rune, I knew she had runes when you know what I mean? When Agatha tried to go for it, I was like, so I was relieved because if you haven't watched it, what I just said doesn't make sense. But when Wanda was like about to give up or whatever, I was like, damn, like Agatha really made her sad. Like I was like, how'd she just go give up her powers? What? That doesn't make sense. And so I was happier at that ending. I did think the kids were going to be real because of when Rambo had said that the kids were real. Like she was like, no, those are Wanda's kids or whoever had said it. So I was concerned. I didn't realize they wouldn't make it back out, but I do think, like you said, like they're alive in some dimension. And I also think that like it doesn't actually make sense when you think about how like I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm like, it don't make sense that they weren't real but then again, when I think about how they were born, I'm like, I don't know. I don't damn know. All I know is that, like, it was right. And I just would say, like, overall, the show itself, like, there's the bringing up the TV shows and then making sense of why that made so much to her, being Eastern European and loving American shows like that. I love that. Like, when they hit the 90s, I was living because I was like, they gave me back my favorite shows in their own way. And ultimately, when I was crying was when like they really loved each other. And even if this is just, and then also thinking about the power of this is Vision from her heart. Like,
Right,
so if you've ever
right,
lost someone, like
right.
thinking about the ability to recreate
Right.
a whole life with them, it like that just touched me in its own way. And like seeing the force field come towards them and him still giving her, I was dead ass just like weeping. I am really excited I'm excited for Spectrum. I think that like Tiana Paris is going to do an amazing job in that role. I love them giving that to her. I love her pushing through the force field and getting the powers and her mom and all that stuff. When we find out that Hayward was bad, which I also love finding out that like they, maybe I'm behind, maybe it's a couple episodes, but finding out that they already had Vision. And confirming that Hayward was a bad guy was like, I just really just was out loud. Like, I hate the government. I was just like, I hate them. Like, they're always lying. I hate them so much.
That was clever as hell, man.
I know.
I was like, I admitted it. I was like, yo, that was dope.
Well, I got something for you, Chanel, because we talk about on this show about cutting off our comic book brains, right? But you bring up a good point. Like, and that's why I wanted you to come on the show. Like, with the knowledge that you have of Marvel, what would you rate the show in itself? What would you rate it? Like
based on my knowledge or based on the show itself, how it is in the show?
Based on, okay, so do you know like the whole basis of like the Scarlet Witch and
I know what I learned through them bringing shit up and me going and looking it up.
Okay.
So I haven't read through the comic books and all that
Okay, so just based on your knowledge right now, for what you know, would you say like this was a really good show? Like this was really good?
I would say if I'm comparing it to the canon, I think it's confusing because it's like there's, unless they give her the arc of like she's lost enough people so everyone should die, kind of like almost like a Thanos, but for like from a place of hurt. I don't see how we would get to like a House of M like space from where she's at. So I think that is why I would be confused. Like if like are they going to just completely change the whole storyline of Scarlet Witch to format Wanda? Like that would obviously, as you guys talked about, those questions weren't answered. So I feel like I would be mad if I was a comic book person, and I have the bliss of ignorance to say, no, it's just a good show, and I just showed up, didn't know what to expect, and I was glad. And then I like to educate afterwards, because if I am expecting, then like you said, I'm gonna be going crazy. But if I'm like, oh, tell me more about, like when I found out White Vision, I was scared as fuck about White Vision. I was like, what is he about to do? Because he seemed like that's a super powerful weapon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I'll wrap up by saying like, I love them having that little nerd scene of being like,
yeah.
but you know the theory, bro. And it's like, yo, you can't kill me because I'm you. And I what I was heard about was like, why wasn't White Vision in the Thanos shack with her at the end? Like, I'm back, baby. Like, I want them to reunite. And that's kind of all I'm here for, is them to be together again. Like that. I'm that basic where I'm like, no, love story.
Vision had a real moment when he was like, explain. I was like,
he said, wait a minute now. I'm still a real nigga. Like, what you say?
Right. He was like, explain. Like,
yeah.
God.
You better start your piece by saying,
okay.
You know what you better start off by saying.
Here we go.
I was wrong about
Here we go.
speed.
Here we go. WandaVision was a great show. It was a great show. Jason, I think you said something very good. I said, I think the best thing about WandaVision was us picking up breadcrumbs about it. I thought that was us figuring out what it was going to be, or trying to figure out what it's going to be. That was best. And look, it connected all of us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yes, this was great. You brought up a good point about Chanel. You brought up a good point about the whole. And I never heard nobody put it that way. That was very excellent from what you said. How Vision was literally Wanda's heart. And so everything about Vision came from her heart. Like, this is the Vision she, and, even his good and his bad. I think that was very good. Ming, I'm looking at the thing. Ming just said, here's a question for y'all. Do y'all expect Wanda to survive Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness? Yes. I don't.
Survive.
She's the face. She's the new face of the Avengers.
Yeah, she's not going anywhere. Bro. She's locked in.
Wanda's locked in. She took over Captain Marvel. She's
locked in.
She got that contract.
Yeah,
she's carrying the bag.
Yeah, she's locked in.
And it goes back to what Chanel said, and I said this to Ming and my brother when they asked me about the last episode of WandaVision. I literally said, could have binged this. It's not like, it wasn't, I'm not saying it was that bad when I said I could have binged it, but it literally just turned out to be a character development story about a character I already know about, and they didn't reveal anything new that I don't already know. So I could have binged this and been living life, but I had to sit 9 straight weeks, and I enjoyed it. 9 straight weeks with y'all theorizing, but I would. If I would have binged it, I would have gave it a 10. I give it an 8 because I week it. If I'd have binged it, I'd have gave it a perfect 10.
But I'm sure that they lost a lot of casual people from episode 1 to 2. Because people with the I Love Lucy bullshit were like, what? But the real fans,
But I think that's a good thing, because what WandaVision did that a lot of shows don't do, they set up the story, and you got to stay around for the story. I definitely feel like only a few movies do it.
They want the explosions.
Right. And I definitely feel like, and we talked about it last week, Dr. Sleep. Dr. Sleep is one of those movies that set up the story where you really want to see the outcome. And if I had to say anything about WandaVision, I was really wrong. I was really wrong. I was really wrong. I wanted Wiccan. I just knew Wiccan and Speed were going to be real. Okay, I just knew it. I think I'm more upset that I didn't get my mutant. I didn't get my mutant intro.
You mean Reed Richards too? Oh, they gonna mention him. He's gonna be that mysterious. Ooh, that was hilarious.
I really wanted them to hit me with the mutant line. I really thought that was coming. If not anything else, I thought I was gonna finally get, especially the episode when they show her past. I'm like, bet we about to know. We about to get the mutant show. Here it is. Nah, we didn't get that. We already know Monica's setting up for her big intro into the MCU. I'm kind of with you. Chanel. Why couldn't Vision? At this point, we already knew that Vision. In fact, this is what I thought was going to happen. Vision was going, after the wall collapsed, we caused Vision fade away. But like you said, he get colorful because the whole shabam, because now he technically is Vision. And we get that Vision and done deal, and we good. So I thought they was going to flash to the cabin and literally Vision outside picking weeds.
Oh my God, yeah, I was sad.
I was like, okay. I thought the fight with Agatha could have been a little, I guess I was looking for, and now when I really think about it, it's 2 witches. You really can't get no hand-to-hand combat. It's 2 witches. But I thought I was gonna get a little bit more. I knew she was doing something, but I was not expecting the ruins, because I was like, why is she missing? She's hitting like, she's like hitting 85%
she got bad aim.
Well, she had bad aim. Why is she missing? So I thought the episode was good. It was a real hit you in the feels episode, because the scene when she puts them to bed, when she puts Wiccan and Speed to bed, man, I'm over there. I'm trying to fight back the tears. I'm like, get back in there, Tim. Because that scene was deep. And like, even when she says, your father and I love you in this world and the next, we love you so much. I was like, man, they deep, man. Marvel trying to hit me in the feels right now. So I get that. I really, the whole her just walking off and starting her whole other life, I was kind of like, okay, like I get it, but like, are the Avengers gonna come after her or something? Because I'm like, they got some questions. We need to answer some questions. Like, I was like, whoa, hold on here, Wanda, you wilding out. I need you to stay for 5 minutes to answer some questions. You're not just gonna damn fly off into sunset and we ain't gonna talk about shit. I got your boy Jimmy being the new director of Sword. I got him being the new director of Sword.
Cool.
Okay, which is absolutely fine. So I would really like him to be. In fact, I would like Darcy to be part of Sword too. I really would like her.
I mean, if you think about it, that probably shouldn't happen just because they're two completely different agencies. But it's in a comic book world, it probably gonna happen. But okay.
You know what? I know y'all going, especially Scott, gonna be like, whoa. At this point, I don't want Wiccan and Speed to be in another dimension. I want them to be gone. Like if we were gonna do that, just let them be gone. I know it's weird saying that. And even when I heard
like, oh, you didn't give it to me when I wanted it, I don't want it no more. I don't want it.
But I find it really
That's
weird.
how I feel about Quicksilver.
Right, and I definitely
exactly
at this
that's
point,
how I feel.
I wanted to
blacklisted.
be right because, and I say this not because if that was her whole imagination with that, then can you bring back Vision? So, because he was part of that too. So, I'd rather them be done with Wiccan and Speed and they literally just have maybe the new Vision 2.0 come in there and they have the kids like that. But at this point, and it's kind of messed up.
Kids with a robot.
With a robot, man.
Oh my gosh,
I get that the first go round.
Kids with a robot, man.
Wait, we thinking at the same time as the
same way Krillin impregnated Android 18.
Okay,
that's different. That's different.
Okay,
and they even logically did that part right. She's not a robot. She was
a person that turned into a robot. Yes, I get it.
Yeah, enhanced.
So maybe we give
can't believe Dragon Ball Z did something right.
we give them something where they have a kid or something. I know what y'all saying, but we give them something. Overall, I thought the show was fantastic. I thought Marvel did an excellent job with it. I thought even if the movie stood by itself and didn't even fall into the MCU, it would have been a good standalone. Like I just think it was really good.
Just wanted them to kick the tires on the last two episodes, like put some fire up in there. It wasn't really fiery. It was just like, okay.
I really wanted y'all
more
to know
emotional
how bad.
than like fire.
I wanted that mutant. I wanted Magneto to just show up and just be like, Wanda. I just wanted Magneto. In fact, when the house caved in on like that 7th episode, I just knew that Magneto was like, come with me, child. Come with me too. And they're like, who are you? I'm your father. Oh, Magneto! Yeah. I just wanted that. But
I just want to say though, I think you're right in like the focus, like the immediate focus grouping, because they definitely do have mutants. Like the mutants are going to be integrated into MCU, which obviously they already were, but I guess extended or not. And so I think they use like people getting excited about Quicksilver to be like, okay, bet. So it will be coming. But it does, like y'all have already said, they're implanting her in Doctor Strange now, and I think that would be a very weird crossover. So they're like, nah, we're gonna leave her where she is.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the story, like she said, y'all saw the story that the show there's a movie code name called The Mutants coming from MCU. So boom, you know what I'm saying? So
I did not know that.
Is
they just announced it. Yeah.
It's Scarlet
Witch. Announced it. It's called The Mutants.
Just The Mutants? No X in front of it? No extreme?
Everybody is saying that. Everybody is saying what you're saying right now. Everybody's like...
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Uncanny. No, none of that. It's called The Mutants for now. We'll see. You never know.
Ming said for her to read the book, she was going to unleash something that ends up possibly taking over her or controlling her. We all heard Agnes say Wanda is stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme. I kind of, I get in that. Might have to end her to stop her like they
stronger than the man throwing up gang signs. Is that what they trying to talk?
And I'm like, well, the Thanos thing doesn't make sense to me now. Like, I'm really still upset about that. Like, she's the most powerful being. Like,
yeah, they really downplayed it, and they really. That's why I was like, okay, so the strongest Avenger is her. Why did they have to, kind of?
Yeah, fuck Captain America. First of all,
do everything that. Everybody got quiet. Everybody, I'm like,
no. No. But she's right though, because that segue. Because I haven't seen Endgame in a minute. Did Wanda have a one-on-one situation with Thanos? Was she there at the Endgame?
At the
I don't
end,
even remember.
She was able to do some things.
Yeah, she stopped him.
But he still killed Vision in front of her.
Yeah, he still and I know they're gonna play that as maybe she was having during that whole thing in Endgame. She was just having like she just couldn't get right because she saw Vision die. You know, she just couldn't get right.
That she couldn't focus,
right,
or
she couldn't
something
focus or something like that. I know they're gonna bang that.
I mean, I would rather that than bringing me Captain Marvel.
No, she was not snapped. No, she was not snapped. Wait, what?
She was okay.
She was snapped. She was snapped. She did turn to dust.
Okay.
Okay. Then I was wrong.
I don't remember. I literally don't remember.
Damn.
I don't remember. Then we would have saw her. We would have saw her in the time traveling part of Endgame.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Time traveling.
Time traveling. Damn. Ming says, "Are y'all gonna watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier week to week?"
I'm less hype about that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not as hyped because I know they're just gonna give me some regular basic shit now.
Yeah.
Well, that is a black lead, so I need y'all to act like y'all are gonna flock to the movies and get your friends to come too.
I'm watching it.
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
So?
But you know what? It's really giving me Lethal Weapon vibes. It's really giving me Lethal Weapon.
Because they had that. They bouncing off that comedic stuff. Yeah.
Lethal Weapon's a classic.
Lethal Weapon is a classic. Lethal Weapon is a classic.
No, that's what I'm saying. Y'all
He wasn't shit noted.
No, it's good.
But you know what? I think I have more of a problem to be and let me say this. If it was just the Falcon, if it was just Falcon, I'll probably be fine. I don't think they need to share a show.
Wait, is Falcon and the Winter Soldier together?
It's Falcon and Bucky.
Yeah.
It's
like a cop buddy.
Yeah.
Cop
yeah.
Oh no! I thought you were naming two things.
No. They're together. Yeah, they're together.
Bucky needs to be glad he still got two feet and a heartbeat. Okay.
Yo,
man.
I mean, the only thing. No, that's what they said. That's what they said about that show. Real sorry, Jay. That's the only thing they kind of revealed, that we will finally know who the new Captain America is by the end of that show.
Ming said, "Are we going to binge it?" Ming said, "Are you going to binge it?"
That'd be a better role for Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan's a much better Captain America than he is.
I'm not binging. No, I'm not binging. Look, man. Look.
You gonna watch it week to week?
WandaVision. Yes. WandaVision. And I saw the trailer for WandaVision, and me already could tell based on the trailers of what they're showing that at least it was some spiritual acceptance of House of M and the Vision comic book series. I knew what that was going to be. It's going to be that, and I agree. I'm more excited for WandaVision than Winter Soldier and Falcon because WandaVision is their first left field project since Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm a left field dude. Y'all know me.
And that's
five people to the left. I'm going over there with the five people.
Right.
So I knew WandaVision. Yeah, I knew anything acquired taste, I'm going to go over there. So I knew WandaVision was going to be way different. So I was like, yeah. Now this is my dumbed down, casual, action-packed, Jason Bourne, Winter Soldier, Falcon, movie. I'm with it. Die Hard, Lethal Weapon. I know what I'm watching. Let's go, man.
Now,
lit.
I got a question for y'all though.
Film. It's an action show. It's an action show.
Do y'all think that Monica is gonna get her own MCU movie?
No.
No.
Do I think that actors can carry it? That's a different question.
Right. They probably can carry it, but are they going to give it to it? Nah. They putting her in Captain Marvel 2. I guess it depends on how people take to the movie and the reaction. But I think she's going to be part of the Avengers. Yeah.
The Avengers.
And then, I mean, I saw instead of an emphatic no, I'm just going to say, I don't know, or maybe, could be. But as of right now, just because of WandaVision, I'm going to say no.
Damn. I think down the line, absolutely. I just think they have a lot of stuff they're going to explore before they bring up this character that I don't know if people are even that cognizant of.
But you said a good point. Oh, in fact, you go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh no, it was going to be a throwaway thought. I just wanted to say before we completely finish, like the X-Men thing. I'm cool with the mutants. I want to see the tie-in. I almost don't. okay, fine. Oh, because the last tie-in I was happy with was the Deadpool one. I was like, let's see where that goes. Like, I don't need it to be kind of this bigger Avenger thing, but I just need it to not be like the XXL freshman class of actors again. Like, I want it to be people I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be like Little Dickies in there, and also, you know, people like these big actors. Like, no, I wanted it to be the people that actor, because I don't know, the actors in my day were not that, like, they got big through that, and that's what I want.
Big says, I think if I think anything, Monica, Darcy, and Jimmy should have their own show. And you know what? That wouldn't be bad. And I would like the show to be called Sword. Like, I would like it to be called Sword, and like that would be dope.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had their episode after episode.
S.H.I.E.L.D. still had it. Yes, man, that would be so dope.
I think what we're seeing on the low, and they're doing I gotta give Disney credit, a tremendous job. They are slowly but surely using the foundations of the old heroes to build up the new ones. As we see Monica going with Captain Marvel and Wanda, they just said that in Winter Soldier and Falcon, there's a trailer where they say we need more heroes. So I'm assuming there'll be a few more people that's going to get their comeuppance in their projects, and Doctor Strange in the same thing. And then that's going to be our cast of the new Avengers.
I don't know how they're going to incorporate Ms. Marvel though. The girl that can like inflate herself or stretch herself out of.
She's the new Captain. I'm assuming she will be the new Captain America.
Oh,
I'm assuming she will be the lead way. Now I say this because in the comic books they did a Civil War II. In the Civil War II, it was Captain Marvel versus Iron Man in the second Civil War, as Captain Marvel leading one team and Iron Man leading another team. So I'm assuming our new head honcho superheroes between Marvel.
Wait,
I'll be shocked if they
you
give it to Tom
Captain
Holland.
Marvel or Ms. Marvel?
What's Marvel they doing? What's Marvel?
They're having a Ms. Marvel on one of the TV
Marvel
shows.
movie too, and a Captain Marvel. Ms. Marvel is the stretchy girl.
I will tell you this. I don't think this just might be old thinking, but I don't think anybody coming from a series is going to be taking that like centerpiece of the Avengers, whatever. Yeah, because they're going to do it in a blockbuster, get even like casual fans excited, and then roll it in, because that's how they did Avengers. I mean, I'm just saying, like, in terms of leading the Avengers, they're going to do it this way. They're not going to take you from the show.
I think
I was going with Marvel as a lead. Well, so you're saying Rambo will probably be out. But Marvel, no, I'm saying
exactly. Unfortunately, like, I think that it has to be somebody who, like, because think about how random like the casting of like Benedict Cumberbatch was or whatever. But they had like a big, you know what I mean? It really was. But they had a big ass actor, and then they had like a known person. So like I think they're still going to do some traditional stuff with that. But I felt, that's all. I'm about to say something.
It's funny you said that because
they're leaving the sidekicks out.
When they said Benedict, I was like, wait, the dude who plays Sherlock? They're going to cast him as Doctor Strange? I was like,
I was surprised. I was like, okay, that's a come up for him.
Right. You know? I do, and Jason, I agree with you. What I think they're doing is what we were just talking about with DC. We all know the Avengers, the original lineup. What they're slowly doing, they're going to transition all of them out of the like Captain. In fact, they're going to go with the comic book stuff, like Steven, Tony. Like even when Iron Man there, I said they're going to use this to bring in Ironheart. They're going to use that to bring in Ironheart, the black girl front. They're going to use that for her. That's going to be her. Now they got to be very. I'm not going to say they got to be careful, but that has to be a good cast. That has to be a good cast for her. I mean, a really good cast, because she's taking over the Iron Man spot. Okay. And Marvel, like you said, Marvel is doing a good job with it because they're interlocking everything to make that move. They're making, they're doing everything to make that move. And they're not just giving it to you. They're giving you piece by, and I think that's half of the thing with Marvel is the mystery. They know that we like mystery.
They know how to write it.
They know we like that. So they're like, man, we gonna make them think about this. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody at Marvel was probably watching our podcast like, dude, this fat dude really think we're gonna bring in Wiccan and Speed. Look at him, y'all.
No, about that. But I would just want to say though, like, I have no doubt in Marvel's casting, by the way. Like, they hit the mark every time. So it's like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't want to be in the DC universe, but I'm saying that if you want your movie to like do numbers because people trust the brand, Marvel has it.
Yep.
God.
They, I
Warner
think they.
Brothers.
Monica
Stop
might be the lead news. That's where you may see Speed and Wiccan. Yeah. Oh, I definitely think Hawkeye's daughter, Ming, I'm with you. Wiccan and Speed, they're going to be in a new Avengers movie. I can't tell you if it's going to be the next one, but somewhere down the line, they're going to be there. I can't tell you when, but they're going to be there.
Hollywood, they better write the hell out of them jokes.
I agree. Zach, I'm about to say Zach. Ooh, Josh, check the chat.
Check what, my chat? I'm in the chat right now. What you mean?
Discord.
Oh, the Discord one.
God, man. Man, Josh, you are, man.
Oh, let me see.
Pick up, man.
I'm really excited though to see what's to come. Like, I love the idea of some more shows. I think that DC has definitely had that. But DC has taken like big characters and small characters, giving them shows. I love the idea of Marvel giving more characters shows and us being able to explore it more.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, okay. They did a great job with this one, bro. They did a great job. No, no issues. Just kick the fire next time. I need to see some mutants, and I need to see some robots dying, and some destruction, and some But man, WandaVision didn't disappoint, man. I'm waiting years for WandaVision.
Yeah, it was good.
It was very good.
Man,
it was very good.
Thank God for WandaVision, man. That's what it is.
So, does anybody else have anything? Because I got all I needed to say. I just wanted my mutants. I didn't get it, but I'm cool. I didn't get my mutants, but I'm cool.
You sure?
Man,
I know as soon as you stop recording, you're gonna go in there and cry over that Speed and Wiccan thing again.
I'm not Scott, you was the first person I thought about. I said, man, Scott probably laughing at me right now.
Damn right. As soon as I saw that, I was like, damn, he was invested in that. Like that was his own.
I was shocked. I was like, oh. And when they were on the ground, Mom, I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, I was like, damn.
Chanel, I really enjoyed your insight on the show. And
Thank
please,
you so much.
if you would like to be on another episode, I would be more than happy. You could join us.
Oh, definitely. I got to think up, though, because I've been spending too much time watching Bravo. I got to get back on my Blerd stuff, and then I'll come back, because I'm like, I'm not a DC girl, and I got to get hip.
Hey, I'm with you. So you just let me know, and you can get on the. I try to bring on some guests all the time, because I just don't, like, I feel like it's better with like more people, because we can all get our stuff out. So but
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you coming on to the show. Like I really do. Like you gave us some good insight. I loved it. I'm gonna put Chanel's info in there so y'all can go check out her podcast. No problem. So we good to go. As always, I love you guys. Everybody on here. Chanel too. I love you too. I love Scott, Jason. So that's it. And we'll catch y'all on episode 15.
Stop hating on the Speed Force, man.
Yeah, stop hating on it.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna get the last word in. Speed Force sucks. Stream ended.